Hello everyone and welcome back to Ruby Tarot. Thank you so much for always following and supporting the channel. The moment you come across this video is exactly the right time for you to receive the message it holds. On this channel, I always bring you guidance and insights into what is about to unfold in your life. When you open your heart and trust in the positive possibilities, you are also aligning yourself with a parallel reality, one in which your desires have already come true. Today, through this reading, I hope to help you unlock the potential paths of your future and support you on your journey to embrace love and turn your wishes into reality. The topic of today's reading is your person's true feelings. Let's dive in and explore together. I've selected 3 cards corresponding to Pile 1, Pile 2, and Pile 3. Listen to your intuition and choose the card you feel the most drawn to. Once you've made your choice, simply click on the timestamp in the description box to jump directly to your reading. Now, let's begin the reading with those of you who've already chosen your pile. Hello, Pile 1. Thank you for your patience. Now, I will begin the reading for those of you who chose this pile. I hope this message brings you healing, new insights, and moments filled with love and understanding. Let's now explore your person's true feelings through the cards that have appeared in your spread. The first card is the Queen of Cups, and accompanying it is the King of Cups. This is truly a powerful combination. These are emotionally rich cards, and together, they reflect a deep and genuine emotional connection between two people, a bond that is tender, sincere, and rooted in mutual understanding. The presence of both the Queen and King of Cups suggests that your connection is not only emotional, but also very balanced in the way love is given and received. The final outcome card is the Emperor. This is a card of strength, decisiveness, and leadership. It speaks of someone who knows what they want and is ready to take control or make important decisions. What makes this spread particularly remarkable is the appearance of the Empress alongside the Emperor, another powerful pairing that signifies the harmony between feminine and masculine energies, between nurturing and protection, between emotional care and structured guidance. What stands out in this reading is the presence of these divine counterparts, the Empress and the Emperor, Queen of Cups and King of Cups. These pairings indicate a sense of equilibrium and a relationship that holds great potential for deep union, mutual respect, and emotional maturity. This isn't a fleeting or surface-level bond. It feels like something that is being divinely aligned. Interestingly, the Emperor appeared in reverse, and so did all the other cards in the spread. This reversal suggests that your person may struggle with expressing their true emotions. They may have a hard time showing how they really feel or may often act in ways that seem confusing or contradictory. There is a possibility that there's someone who keeps their emotions well guarded, which could make it difficult for you to truly understand what's going on in their heart. Their actions might appear distant or puzzling, not because they don't care, but because they have a tendency to internalize their feelings. They could be dealing with inner conflict, hesitation, or a fear of vulnerability, which leads them to suppress or conceal their emotional truth. Despite this, the cards are showing that the emotional bond is very real. Even if they're not able to express it outwardly right now, the depth of their feelings and the potential for a deeply connected relationship is absolutely present in this reading. When upright, the Emperor represents someone who holds power, has achieved significant accomplishments, and commands respect from those around them. This is a figure of authority, confidence, and recognition, possibly a leader in their field or at least someone admired and honored by others. However, when this card appears reversed, it suggests inner conflicts surrounding self-esteem and acknowledgement. Your person might be feeling a lack of validation or recognition, or they may have become overly preoccupied with pride and ego, resulting in stubbornness and a defensive attitude. To you, their actions and behavior might come across as uncomfortable, even arrogant or inappropriate at times. Because this card is reversed, it's likely that they are not expressing their emotions outwardly, which only deepens the confusion and makes it harder for you to understand what they're truly feeling. We must also consider the appearance of the Empress, another powerful card that shows up at the heart of the connection between the two of you. When the Empress and the Emperor appear together, it often signifies a relationship filled with potential, power, and a harmonious balance between the masculine and feminine energies. However, in this current situation, both cards are reversed, indicating that the relationship may be experiencing a disruption in that balance. Your person may be struggling with how to express themselves or how to communicate their genuine emotions within this connection. If the Empress were upright, it would suggest someone radiant, magnetic, deeply in tune with her self-worth, someone who easily attracts affection and lives in a state of contentment. But in its reversed form, this card implies an intense attachment. It can signal that your person is becoming increasingly possessive of you and the relationship. They may not want to share you with anyone else and have already formed a vivid emotional image of you in their mind, one they're reluctant to let go of. Even though they may not openly express their true feelings, the emotional undercurrents are strong. Their thoughts and emotions run deep, and while their outer demeanor may seem distant or detached, their actions are gradually revealing a persistent and unspoken loyalty to you. This is someone who, despite their emotional restraint, shows their attachment through continued presence and subtle signs of devotion. Their pride is also becoming increasingly intense, yet they find it difficult to express it openly. It's hard to explain this energy, but there is a clear and growing attachment to you, stronger than ever before. In terms of their emotions, they may feel very strongly about you, but they are unable to articulate those feelings directly. This likely stems from deeply buried emotions they are trying to conceal. They don't want to lose you to someone else, but at the same time, they struggle to express that desire in a clear and open way. Looking at the cards representing the past, such as the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, which also appeared in reverse, I can sense that the relationship between you two has gone through periods of disconnection, misunderstanding, and possibly even conflict. There may have been times when you felt completely unable to understand them, moments when you considered walking away. Your person may have also experienced moments of resistance, not wanting to feel controlled or intruded upon. In some cases, they may have felt anger or even resentment, emotions stemming from things that happened between you in the past. This sense of anger, or emotional wounding, may not be openly displayed, but it still lingers beneath the surface. These unresolved feelings continue to affect the dynamic between you two. Even if they appear calm or detached, there's a part of them still grappling with hurt, pride, and the need for emotional safety. These hidden emotions are shaping the way they behave, and they are likely at the root of their struggle to be emotionally transparent with you. Your person's emotions seem to be deeply repressed. While they may not be entirely suppressing their feelings, given the context of your shared past and the appearance of the Queen of Cups, it's clear that they truly value you. They love you, yet they find it extremely difficult to express that love outwardly, and as a result, the relationship has suffered from repeated misunderstandings. These emotional misalignments likely stem from their ambiguous behavior, which has caused tension and made the connection feel increasingly strained and difficult to navigate. Miscommunication, whether through words, actions, or poorly timed emotional expressions, has persisted over time and contributed to the rift between you. There's a sense that things were not clearly spoken or clarified, and this lack of clarity gradually eroded the emotional safety in your bond. In the past, this person also demonstrated a lack of decisiveness, as shown by the reversed Ace of Pentacles. They failed to take concrete action, and their indecisiveness may have led you to question the sincerity of their intentions. Their behavior made you feel uncertain about what they truly wanted, almost as if they themselves were unsure of their needs or direction. In some instances, they may have even disappeared from contact without explanation, leaving you confused and emotionally stranded. This abrupt silence created a sense of emotional whiplash. You were left not knowing what to think or how to respond, which in turn caused great discomfort and frustration. Naturally, some level of anger may have arisen in you, triggered by their inconsistency and lack of clarity. Yet, despite all of this, their feelings for you remain deep and sincere. They do hold you in high regard and cherish you more than they've been able to admit. Their silence, distance, or confusing actions are not a reflection of indifference, but rather of inner conflict and emotional immaturity that have made it difficult for them to be fully present and transparent with you. They truly value you, yet they themselves may not fully understand why so many of the cards are appearing in reverse. That's why I wanted to take a closer look at the current situation. It's possible that they're becoming quite stubborn, or that their pride is standing in the way of expressing their true emotions. This may be the root cause of the complications that have emerged between you two. When we look at the ideals they hold within this relationship, particularly their personal ideals, the Queen of Wands appears. This card represents someone who wants to be admired, recognized, and celebrated. Your person likely has a strong desire to be seen in that light, confident, radiant, and appreciated. They crave validation and affection from you. However, in contrast, the reversed Empress reveals that they haven't been able to take the kind of action that would actually make you feel fulfilled or emotionally secure. Their behaviors may have been inconsistent or unclear, making you question whether they truly care. Although they aspire to be acknowledged and praised by you, their reality falls short of those ideals. Despite the longing to be loved and admired, perhaps even enjoying attention from others at times, the most important person to them remains you. You are the one who holds a central place in their heart. While they may occasionally be drawn to external validation, it's your affection, your recognition, and your presence that matter most deeply to them. With the Emperor card, we can see that this person holds strong feelings for you. At present, they seem to be focusing intensely on proving themselves and building a powerful image. Now, I'll turn to the Romance Angels Oracle deck to gain deeper insight into their emotions for you at this moment. Oh, how beautiful! The energy coming through is strikingly similar to the King of Wands from the Rider-Waite deck. This person wants to stand out, to be admired, and to be seen as a leader, someone who protects, guides, and earns respect and love. However, when you look at their expression, there's a subtle seriousness there, perhaps even a hint of insecurity. Despite the confident image they want to portray, there's a part of them that feels they're falling short of the ideal they're trying to embody. They long for your trust, your admiration, and for you to look up to them. But underneath that desire lies a feeling of inadequacy, a sense that they aren't quite measuring up to the role they've imagined for themselves. This lack of self-confidence makes it difficult for them to openly express their true emotions. They want so badly to be seen as worthy in your eyes. Still, their ideal remains. They want to be acknowledged and appreciated by you. They want to lead, to inspire, and to be someone you can rely on. As mentioned before, this desire is incredibly strong. It runs deep in their emotional landscape. They yearn for your validation and your praise, and this longing is clearly present in how they feel about you now. The appearance of both the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands strongly reflects the ideal that your person is striving toward. They want to become someone others can trust, someone who can lead, protect, and inspire confidence. There is a clear desire within them to be relied upon, and this longing is evident in both their thoughts and behaviors. The King of Wands represents leadership, vision, and action, while the Queen of Wands is admired for her magnetic charm, confidence, and radiant presence. Together, these cards speak of a yearning to be seen, appreciated, and recognized, and this is precisely the ideal they hold when it comes to their connection with you. However, there's another layer to this. Your person feels they must undergo a transformation in order to live up to this ideal. They may believe they need to change themselves in order to be acknowledged and praised by you more fully. It's likely they are standing at a crossroads, a pivotal transition point in their life, and this has led them to reflect deeply on how they can improve themselves. They carry within them strong beliefs and a deep determination, and they are actively searching for ways to become better, to communicate more effectively, and to be someone you can value and respect. They are asking themselves important questions. What do I need to do to become a better version of myself? How can I show up in this relationship in a way that makes them proud? How do I earn their trust and admiration? These inner dialogues are becoming increasingly intense, and they are motivating this person to look inward and consider meaningful changes. From your side, you may feel confused by their actions. There may be inconsistencies, or even a sense that something about their behavior feels off or unfamiliar. You might find yourself wondering whether they truly value you, or whether they're taking real steps to show that they care. For some, this could lead to doubt, questioning whether their feelings are genuine or whether they are fully invested. This disconnect between their inner world and outward behavior makes it difficult for you to fully grasp what they're feeling and where they stand emotionally. When you look at this person's actions and behavior, you may sometimes feel as though they're not prioritizing you, not putting much thought into your feelings, or perhaps even hiding something from you. These moments can leave you wondering whether they're truly being honest with you. If you've had direct contact with them, whether through conversations or in-person meetings, you might have sensed a shift or subtle difference in their demeanor. These unclear feelings can stir discomfort and plant seeds of doubt about the nature of your connection. When I pulled a clarifying card, the Magician appeared, and that's a very promising sign. The Magician represents creativity, manifestation, and the ability to shape one's reality. It's a card of power and intention, indicating that this person may indeed be feeling more empowered and is possibly seeking to initiate positive change within the relationship. However, there's still a layer of ambiguity here, something that feels slightly hidden or undefined. To explore this further, I drew another card, and the boat appeared. This symbol suggests movement, either literal or emotional, and a desire to progress in the relationship. This momentum could be coming from your person, or even from within yourself. They may be trying to move things forward, hoping to deepen the connection or steer it in a new direction. However, from your perspective, there might still be confusion or uncertainty about their true intentions. This lack of clarity could stem from differences in how the two of you express emotions, or it may reflect a transition in the relationship that hasn't fully settled yet. You may sense that something is changing, but you're not entirely sure what that change means or where it's leading. This can create an emotional disconnect, where one person is trying to move forward while the other is still trying to understand what's really happening beneath the surface. The appearance of the moon indicates that this person's emotions for you are rising to the surface. Their romantic energy is intensifying, they're beginning to feel more motivated in love, and they're feeling the urge to take action. However, this shift may come across as confusing to you. You might notice their behavior becoming unfamiliar, or their sudden changes in attitude might not align with the way they used to interact. You may find yourself questioning why they've become more guarded, or why they're acting so abruptly. Still, the moon also carries a deeply romantic undertone. It reveals that this person genuinely cherishes you and wants to nurture you. It speaks of a longing for emotional closeness and a desire to deepen the relationship. Even though the Magician and the Boat suggest that they genuinely care and want to move this connection forward, the appearance of the Book card draws attention to a hidden layer. It may signify that they are keeping something to themselves or have emotions they are not yet ready to reveal. The sense that they are not being fully transparent may stem from their own internal anxiety about expressing vulnerability. One thing is clear: their feelings for you are very real. On the contrary, they're feeling a strong internal push to grow, to evolve, and to move toward this relationship with conviction. They're beginning to form deeper beliefs about how they want to build a future with you. However, the presence of the Snake card introduces a layer of complexity. This card can represent jealousy or possessiveness, suggesting that there may be an undercurrent of envy in their emotional world. These feelings could be influencing their actions in ways that appear puzzling or emotionally distant. Sometimes, their behavior might seem controlling or give you the impression that they're uncomfortable with your freedom or interactions with others. Jealousy could be the root cause. They may feel insecure when they see you around other people or worry about losing your attention, and this can trigger feelings of fear or inadequacy within them. Their love is not absent, it's quite the opposite. But it's wrapped in layers of longing, uncertainty, and emotional vulnerability that they may not yet know how to express in a healthy, open way. For example, aspects of your personality or the presence of certain people around you, especially those who could potentially be romantic interests, not just same-gender friends, may be triggering feelings of jealousy in this person. Since this is a love reading, the cards are likely referring to individuals you might be interested in or who could be perceived as rivals for your attention. Your person may feel a sense of competition or rivalry, as though someone else might steal your affection away. These are the emotions reflected in this particular card. However, they seem to be concealing these feelings. Instead of openly expressing their jealousy or sense of rivalry, they behave as if everything is fine. This act of suppression is likely what's making you sense that something is off. Their demeanor might seem inconsistent or emotionally disconnected, which can create discomfort or uncertainty within you. Despite all of this, their true feelings for you are undeniably strong. They deeply value you, but they struggle to show that clearly. Their determination, symbolized by the appearance of the Snake card, suggests that they are resolute and committed deep down. Yet because they hide so much, you can't fully perceive the sincerity and intensity of what they feel. This secrecy creates a subtle dissonance. Something feels different, strange even, about how they act, as if they're holding back an essential part of themselves. If this person were to fully open up and express everything they're truly feeling and thinking, it would be so much easier for you to receive and respond to their love. You would understand that they genuinely care about you and want to be close to you. But because they keep so much hidden, especially their jealousy and inner sense of competition, you're only receiving about 70% of their emotional truth. The remaining 30% is shrouded in silence, and that unspoken part leaves you feeling unsure, perhaps even uneasy, as though you're confronting something vague or undefined within the relationship. So, let's take a closer look at the Snake card to better understand your person's thoughts and how they're behaving. The appearance of the Magician and the Lovers reveals that this person is genuinely filled with motivation when it comes to love. Their emotions for you are intensifying, and they deeply desire to move this relationship forward and reach a meaningful, lasting outcome. Their intention is to build something significant with you. However, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse suggests instability rooted in the past, perhaps a lack of trust or a situation that caused the foundation between you two to collapse. It's possible that they did something that made it difficult for you to trust them again, or perhaps arguments, miscommunication, and misunderstandings gradually drove a wedge between you. These unresolved tensions and emotional misalignments have accumulated over time, making it harder for you to believe in them or in the relationship as you once did. So even if they now speak with conviction, saying they're serious and determined, it's understandable that you find it difficult to accept those words at face value. There's too much uncertainty, too much that feels ungrounded or strange. The reversed Ten of Pentacles speaks not only of lost trust, but also of the emotional weight that this loss carries. It leaves you hesitant, unsure whether to believe what they say, and questioning the true direction of the relationship. At the same time, this card also offers a quiet reminder. Trust can be rebuilt, but only through time, effort, and consistency. If your person truly wishes to repair what was broken, it won't be enough for them to make promises or speak of intentions. They will need to prove it through steady, concrete action. Rebuilding this connection requires patience and work from both sides. If they want you to trust again, they must show you, not tell you, that they're committed, present, and willing to rebuild, brick by brick. Exactly, because the card appears in reverse, the feeling I receive is not one of trust, but of insecurity. Their confusing and contradictory actions have gradually eroded the trust that once existed. This sense of uncertainty has only grown stronger, especially as their puzzling behavior has become more frequent and difficult to ignore, making it nearly impossible for you to place your faith in them anymore. As a result, even if this person is taking steps toward you now, you may find yourself unable to understand their intentions or accept what they're doing. For some, it may seem as though the other person hasn't taken any concrete action yet, but in reality, they are deeply determined. Their energy and motivation to pursue a romantic connection with you are extremely strong. Emotionally, they are highly invested and truly wish to move the relationship forward. However, the presence of cards like the Snake and the Clouds reveals the inner turmoil they're experiencing. These cards point to anxiety, confusion, and a sense of emotional fog, alongside an intense fixation on you. They are clinging tightly to this connection, perhaps too tightly, and yet they are not expressing these feelings openly. It's as if a cloud is obscuring their emotional truth. Despite their strong feelings for you, they genuinely don't know how to express them. Their pride, combined with an overwhelming concern for how you perceive them, has created emotional paralysis. They're stuck, wanting to move forward, but unsure of how to take the next step. There's a sense of avoidance, of holding back, of not knowing how to navigate their vulnerability. Still, their emotions for you are very real and powerful, and there is a strong possibility that they will soon take some form of action. Their desire for you, their motivation, and their longing for emotional closeness are intensifying. Once they find the courage to break through the cloud of confusion and pride, a new chapter in this connection could begin. If you haven't yet received any action from this person, know that it's coming, and it's coming very soon. On the other hand, if they've already made a move, you might be feeling surprised or even confused about why they acted the way they did. Their recent behavior may seem inconsistent with their past attitude. You might be wondering, why are they doing this now when before they acted so differently? This is a common feeling for many in this situation. Now, let's take a look at the timing of this upcoming action. If your person has already acted, just allow things to unfold as they are. But if you're still waiting, the presence of the Magician, card number 1 in the Major Arcana, suggests that the action will come very soon. It points to fast-moving energy, a swift initiation. You don't need to focus on specific dates or numbers if you prefer not to. Just take this as a gentle reference point for what's to come. So, when is this action likely to happen? The Two of Cups has appeared, a beautiful card that often signals emotional connection, mutual understanding, reconciliation, or shared feelings. In terms of timing, this card suggests that something could happen within the next 2 weeks, or possibly even sooner, perhaps within just 2 to 3 days. Even if things move a little more slowly, this development is still likely to occur within the 2-week window. The Two of Cups speaks of emotional harmony, of coming together and deepening connection. It represents a moment of heartfelt sharing, whether it's mending a rift, expressing affection, or simply moving closer to one another on an emotional level. Whatever form it takes, this upcoming action has the potential to bring greater understanding and closeness between you and this person. So, it seems this person genuinely wants to reconcile and get to know you better. Their upcoming action will not carry a negative energy. However, because the Snake card appeared, you may find yourself feeling skeptical or questioning their sudden shift. It's only natural to wonder why such a change is happening so abruptly, especially given the history between you. Looking more closely at how they might act, the Tree card appears, indicating a shift in emotional energy. They may express that they've been feeling anxious, emotionally drained, or overwhelmed. This card often surfaces when someone is experiencing stress or exhaustion, perhaps even a form of emotional burnout. Alongside it, the Fool suggests that they may admit to being distracted or unable to focus on love due to the difficulties they've been facing in their personal life. When you hear this, you may feel taken aback and wonder, why now? You might even question whether what they're saying is just an excuse. But they will explain that it was precisely these challenging circumstances that prevented them from acting in matters of the heart. They'll say that it wasn't about a lack of feeling or care, it was about not having the emotional or mental space to engage. Still, the presence of the Dog card brings reassurance. Their energy won't be aggressive or cold. They won't come to you with anger or resentment. However, because of the pain and confusion from the past, you may still sense some imbalance or dissonance in their approach. Their behavior now might not match how they used to act, and that contrast might stir a bit of doubt or mistrust in you. Even so, they sincerely want to make amends and come closer to you. They may want to rebuild the trust that was lost, and will likely try to explain their situation openly. They could tell you they've been unwell, not in the best emotional state, or too preoccupied with other pressures in their life. Yet, even after hearing all this, you might not feel completely satisfied with their explanation. It may not offer the clarity or comfort you were hoping for. Still, you'll keep listening, trying to understand more, and gradually a sense of calm will begin to take shape. The House card shows that you'll start to feel more at ease. There's a moment of relief, a quiet awe, so that's what it is, a release of tension that allows you to breathe a little easier. However, because the snake is still present in the spread, there will likely remain a trace of uncertainty, something unspoken or emotionally unresolved. You'll feel more settled than before, but not completely. Part of you may still wonder if there's more to the story, something hidden beneath the surface, waiting to come to light. Even so, given this person's past actions, it's completely understandable that you would find it difficult to trust them right away, especially when the change in their behavior seems so sudden. The Lavender Flower card appears here, signaling a gentle process of emotional healing. This is a very beautiful message, especially as the charoite stone depicted on the card symbolizes inner stability and peace. Your person is genuinely trying to regain your trust, and that is the motivation behind their actions. Their efforts are aimed at soothing the wounds you carry inside, and as you begin to understand the reasons behind their behavior, you may feel a gradual sense of relief. Still, if you feel they have betrayed you in the past and that trust is simply no longer possible, then even if they do act and wish to change, you are completely within your rights not to accept what they're offering. You don't have to continue if your heart tells you it's too much to forgive. But if you feel that forgiveness is something you're capable of, if you are open to the idea of healing and reconnection, then you may find yourself slowly beginning to accept their gesture. Looking ahead, this person will make efforts to change and grow, and they will communicate this to you clearly. They will tell you that they have changed or that they are actively working on transforming themselves, and you will begin to notice the difference in how they show up, in how they speak, and in how they express who they are. Whether you choose to welcome that or not is entirely up to you. But what's becoming clear is that their intention to make amends and move forward is real, and it will become increasingly visible in their words and actions. Their action is likely to take place within the next 2 weeks, or possibly even sooner, perhaps in just 1 to 3 days. However, once they do make a move, they will proceed with great caution. They will become highly attentive to your reactions, approaching you with care and deliberate thought, because they want to understand exactly how you feel. They will continuously observe and adjust their behavior, trying to ensure that each step they take is aligned with your comfort and expectations. This person will question themselves constantly, wondering whether their tone is appropriate, whether their actions are acceptable, whether their presence is welcome. They will be patient, carefully gauging your emotional state and making sure not to overstep. If you had previously voiced your desire for them to change in specific ways, they will likely try to do exactly that, whether it's by initiating contact, changing their communication style, or making other efforts to meet your emotional needs. The appearance of the Temperance card highlights this energy of self-regulation and measured action. They're trying to bring balance to the situation, approaching with more emotional intelligence than they may have in the past. Meanwhile, for you, the Judgment card shows up in the position of the future, signifying that a significant decision lies ahead. You'll be called to evaluate this relationship, to reflect on everything that has transpired, and to decide whether this is something you truly want to continue investing in. Yet, what stands out in this reading is a difference in energy and motivation between the two of you. Your person is filled with determination and is moving forward with intention. You, however, may not share that same clarity. Your feelings may still be in flux. You might need more time to fully understand what you want, what you feel, and what this connection truly means to you now. The appearance of the Magician and the Rider indicates that this person has a strong desire to take the lead in this relationship. They want to help it grow and move forward. Right now, they are filled with determination and powerful motivation in love, especially in their connection with you. They are putting in real effort to deepen the emotional bond and take things to the next level. The Clover card also appears, a very positive sign that symbolizes luck, hope, and gentle progress. It suggests that this person wants to rebuild trust step by step, taking a careful and steady approach. They may feel a deep sense of commitment, hoping that one day you will accept them again. At the same time, they're trying to become a better version of themselves for you. They are working gradually, with patience and intention, much like the energy of the Ten of Pentacles, where progress is built slowly through dedication, persistence, and long-term effort towards stability and acceptance. However, with judgment reversed, it becomes clear that you may be struggling to forgive or to fully accept something from the past. There's a feeling that something within you remains unsettled, something you can't easily overlook or release. To understand more about your emotional state moving forward, one more card was drawn, Emerald. This card speaks of calming the mind, body, and spirit. When paired with Judgment reversed, it suggests that you are in a process of softening emotional tension. You are trying to quiet the anger or hurt that may still linger within you, perhaps not fully letting go yet, but beginning to soothe and understand it. You might be asking yourself whether this person can truly change, whether it's realistic to believe they will, or whether trying to change them is even possible. Yet, your person remains deeply committed. The Rider and Clover show their determination to rebuild trust piece by piece. The Temperance card reflects their current approach, measured, self-controlled, and striving for emotional balance. Still, while they're focused on demonstrating patience and steadiness, you seem to be in a very different space emotionally. You are trying to regulate your own feelings, perhaps telling yourself that this relationship may not work or that it's better to remain calm and accept what has happened rather than be swept up by unresolved emotions. This doesn't mean you've turned off your feelings completely. Rather, you're in a state of gentle detachment, choosing peace over turmoil, reflection over reaction. You may still feel unclear about how you truly feel, but it's not a wholly negative space. The Fish card appears here, and that brings a sense of fluidity, abundance, and subtle movement. It suggests that even if your emotions are murky or undefined, there's still something soft and alive within you. Your feelings are not frozen, they're simply flowing in a quieter, more introspective rhythm, allowing space for reflection and gradual understanding. This means that you won't fully give up or feel like it's the end, that nothing can be changed anymore. Instead, with a Fish card appearing, your emotions may begin to shift, and your perspective on this person could gradually change as well. You may start to notice signs of transformation from their side. While it may not be a dramatic or immediate change, you'll begin to sense the small, steady steps they're taking over time. You'll slowly come to realize that they are evolving bit by bit, and you'll observe that their actions and attitude are not the same as before. As this unfolds, your own feelings may also begin to transform. You'll feel more spacious, more emotionally at ease, and you'll begin to sense a deepening of compassion and connection toward them. Your heart may begin to soften, and you might find yourself more open to the possibility of this relationship again. However, with Judgment reversed still present, you're reminded that this transformation is not something that happens overnight. It's a gradual process. You'll begin to recognize their effort to regain your trust, not in sweeping gestures, but in small, consistent actions. Although they may not be able to fix everything all at once, you'll start to feel the sincerity behind their efforts. This is a journey that requires time, and as you witness their persistence, you may also notice subtle changes within yourself. You may find that your own energy begins to shift in response to theirs, that your heart opens little by little as trust begins to rebuild. Next, the Wolf card from the Lenormand deck appears, which can be a symbol of heightened awareness, caution, or strategic movement. It suggests that your person is approaching this with great care and subtlety. They are highly alert, watching every detail and making thoughtful, deliberate choices. This is not reckless behavior. It's careful, calculated, and respectful of your emotional space. Their steps may be quiet, but they are intentional, and they are driven by a desire to protect, to reconnect, and to move forward with wisdom. What I'm sensing is that romantic feelings are gradually beginning to rise again. The Lenormand card, with its dominant shades of orange, green, and blue, can symbolize the return of emotional warmth and a gentle rekindling of affection. This suggests that the feelings your person has for you are slowly resurfacing. It may even represent a revival of the love that once existed between you. You may begin to feel your own emotions toward them returning as well, along with a quiet sense that perhaps, in time, you could trust them again. However, the Wolf card also appears, indicating that you will still approach the situation with caution. You'll remain observant, not ready to fully trust right away. There will be moments when you question whether their feelings are truly genuine. Even as romance begins to bloom again, you'll need to weigh carefully whether or not you're ready to fully receive and embrace those feelings. Yet, the presence of the Fish card points to a gradual softening in your heart. You'll start to sense the sincerity behind their emotions and see signs of genuine care. These subtle shifts may slowly convince you that they truly mean what they say, that their affection is real, and they are serious about reconnecting. Your heart will begin to open, and you'll start to recognize that this relationship has the potential to move forward again. Still, you'll stay alert, watching their behavior closely, quietly evaluating whether their efforts are consistent and honest. It's likely that in the past, this person hurt you or lost your trust, which is why you now feel the need to remain guarded. But now you're beginning to see their effort to change, and that in itself is a hopeful sign. In light of this, I'll now turn to the Romance Angels Oracle to gain more insight into the current state and direction of your connection. It appears that your person is indeed trying hard to change, and you are starting to recognize that. This mutual awareness, your recognition of their effort, and their desire to rebuild, marks a positive shift in your relationship's emotional landscape. What I'm sensing is that although both of you are currently in a state of quietly observing each other, it appears that your person is experiencing stronger emotions. Both of you seem to be internally asking, is this okay? Or is this the right way to go about it? And you're both moving cautiously, carefully weighing each step. However, with the Temperance card appearing, it suggests that your person is taking the more proactive role in this connection. They are actively trying to figure out the most appropriate way to act in order to earn your affection again. This may come through subtle gestures, words of praise, thoughtful attention, or other ways of trying to elicit a warm response from you. They still deeply desire your validation and appreciation, and this longing is evident in their behavior. You may notice them adjusting their tone, softening their presence, or acting in a way that seems tailored to capture your attention and admiration. The Attraction card further confirms this. It shows that they are still yearning to be seen, loved, and valued by you. They're working on themselves little by little with the hope that these changes will please you. Their motivation is not just to rekindle the connection, but to position themselves as someone you can truly recognize as important, even irreplaceable in your life. They want your eyes on them. They want your affection directed toward them, and they're strategizing in subtle ways to make that happen. Once again, the Rider card makes an appearance, reinforcing their strong intent and forward-moving energy. The image of a horse and its rider reflects a sense of determination and active pursuit. They are not passive in this. They are stepping into the role of someone who wants to lead this relationship forward. They want to show you that they've changed, that they are now acting with sincerity and direction. Their goal is to prove that they are serious about this connection, that they're not just speaking empty words, but demonstrating real effort and intention through their actions. This is truly encouraging news. The question now is, when will this happen? Of course, this relates to timing, and you should only take the numbers as a reference if they feel right to you. The question is, when will you receive action or communication from this person? According to the cards, this is expected to happen within the next 2 weeks, or possibly even sooner, within 1 to 3 days. This suggests that the shift is approaching quickly. The repeated appearance of the Rider card confirms that they are preparing to take action soon. If you've already received some form of communication or a small gesture, then a more significant change is likely to unfold rapidly in the days ahead. You'll begin to notice a clear transformation in their behavior. This might come in the form of a shift in their attitude, or perhaps they'll begin to show care and concern in ways they didn't before, demonstrating more attention, more consistency, and more emotional presence. These changes are pointing toward a more positive direction in how they approach you and the relationship. The Four of Cups has also appeared, which often symbolizes a moment of emotional reassessment or a shift in awareness. It suggests that this change may be taking root now, at this very moment. If this transition indeed unfolds over the next 2 weeks, then by around 1 month from now, you are likely to see even more tangible results. You may begin to feel a deeper emotional shift, not just in them, but in the dynamic between you both. Roughly 2 weeks after their initial action, their changes will become more noticeable. You'll be able to observe these developments in how they act, how they speak to you, and how they show up in your life. Step by step, their behavior will begin to reflect a deeper emotional investment, one that aligns with the intention to grow and heal what once felt uncertain or lost. I sense that both of you are still in a state of quietly observing each other, and for that reason, I believe it would be helpful to look ahead into the next 3 months. This is a perspective I hadn't originally planned to explore, but considering the significance of your current phase, it feels important to take a glimpse into the future. Let's explore how the relationship might evolve from this place of mutual observation. I'll be using the Romance Oracle deck to assess the unfolding journey. Let's begin with the first month. The cards the Mirror and Trust have appeared, indicating that in this initial month, the relationship will gradually begin to rebuild trust. This is a crucial first step that lays the foundation for deeper understanding between the two of you. It's a period where both of you begin to reflect on yourselves, on the connection, and on the emotional distance that may have grown in the past. The presence of the Mirror suggests a phase of self-awareness, where each of you will be able to see your own strengths and vulnerabilities more clearly, mirrored through the other person. By the 3rd month, the card Inner Strength appears, showing that in the coming 3 months, both of you will have navigated through emotional trials and challenges together. These shared experiences will ultimately strengthen the relationship. What was established in the first month, especially the foundation of trust, will support a much deeper understanding in the following weeks. Not only will you begin to understand each other better, but you will also come to recognize your own emotional patterns more clearly. This mutual insight will bring about a quiet but profound emotional alignment. The growth in your relationship will not come through grand gestures, but rather through small, meaningful steps, such as learning to trust again and choosing to respect each other's differences. Both of you will naturally begin to adjust your behaviors to nurture the relationship and foster harmony. Though the journey may not be without conflict, as minor disagreements or value clashes may arise, these challenges will serve as catalysts for growth. Through them, the bond will become more resilient, more grounded, and more genuine. In this way, what begins as a tentative phase of observation has the potential to blossom into a more secure and emotionally fulfilling connection, rooted in shared effort, honest reflection, and a desire to grow together. Both of you will continue working to move beyond the surface-level details and begin to access the deeper, more vulnerable layers of your hearts, facing the most honest emotions within yourselves. This journey of emotional clarity and self-discovery will unfold throughout the first month. Not only will you come to better understand your own feelings, but you will also begin to uncover and recognize the true emotions of the other person. This marks the beginning of a meaningful transformation. Moving into the second month, the Trust card appears again, signaling that the relationship will gradually be built upon a solid foundation of trust. A deeper emotional connection will begin to form, one that feels strong and unshakable, like a bond that cannot easily be broken. This is a significant milestone in the emotional evolution of the relationship. Let me break it down step by step. In the first month, the Clover card appears, representing small blessings and gentle beginnings. It signifies that both of you will start building trust slowly, one step at a time. You'll begin to inch closer together, working to find a natural rhythm and the right emotional distance that allows the relationship to grow in a balanced and harmonious way. There's an air of adjustment here, finding the right pace, the right space, and learning how to emotionally align. In the second month, the Snake card appears alongside Trust, indicating a turning point. It suggests that your person will begin to dissolve the lingering doubts and emotional fog that may have clouded your mind. Slowly but surely, you'll begin to feel safer and more certain in the connection. Where there was once uncertainty, clarity and faith will begin to take root. You'll start to say to yourself, yes, I really can trust this person. That sense of emotional safety will grow stronger, and it will replace the insecurity that may have existed before. This represents a powerful step forward in the development of the relationship, a shift from hesitation to confidence, from questioning to connection, and from emotional distance to emotional intimacy. What I'm sensing is that instead of falling into a stagnant or stuck dynamic, both of you will grow stronger and gain clearer perspectives about each other. It seems that you'll become more grounded in what you truly want, and your person will too. The appearance of the Trust card once again confirms that this relationship is headed in a very positive direction. This is an encouraging and hopeful sign. As I continued pulling cards, the book appeared, alongside the previously drawn snake. This combination suggests that truths will begin to surface, and as they come to light, the trust between you will deepen. This does not imply that unpleasant secrets will be exposed, but rather that clarity will emerge around your person's true thoughts and emotions, things that were once hidden or difficult for you to understand. You'll begin to perceive layers of your person that you hadn't seen before, such as their deep desire for recognition or their longing to feel like a central figure in your life. As these truths are revealed, you'll start to understand and accept these facets of them, and in doing so, you'll be able to reevaluate their past behaviors and emotional expressions. This process of insight and acceptance will bring more clarity to your connection and strengthen the emotional bond. In the third month, the cards Inner Strength and House appear. Together, they signify a phase of stabilization and emotional grounding. The relationship will begin to take root in a more secure and steady way, as both of you work to build a foundation based on mutual understanding. Personal values, emotional resilience, and core beliefs will be acknowledged and honored, each of you bringing your individual strengths to the relationship and allowing those differences to complement one another. This marks a significant turning point. Rather than operating from confusion or fear, the relationship evolves into something more aligned, where emotional truths are shared, respected, and used as the building blocks for a more authentic, lasting bond. Your relationship will grow stronger, and mutual acceptance will become a key element in building a solid foundation. This shared acceptance will create a powerful energy, not just from your person, but from you as well. Both of you will begin to feel a deeper sense of connection, trust, and emotional commitment. This bond won't just stabilize the relationship, it will also bring a sense of safety and mutual protection. Misunderstandings or past arguments will no longer serve as sources of division, neither emotionally nor physically. Instead, the relationship will gain resilience and become less vulnerable to small conflicts. This is a very positive sign for the future between the two of you. Now, let's explore the emotional dynamics between you and your person over the next 3 months, starting with the first month. In the first month, your emotions will be marked by surprise and joy. You will feel a quiet happiness at the reconnection. You may notice some internal imbalance or lingering confusion, perhaps due to minor misunderstandings or residual emotional uncertainty, but gradually, you will begin to understand the reasons behind your person's past actions. As your insight deepens, trust will begin to form, and the relationship will move toward greater stability. You'll start to see that your person is truly someone you can rely on, and you'll feel that this relationship has the potential to develop in a meaningful way. Your emotional state will be filled with warmth and closeness, and you'll begin to feel the sincerity in their affection. Your person, on the other hand, will be eager to make you happy. They'll put an effort to please you, and will take real steps to express their feelings and intentions. Through words and actions, they'll show how much they care, and this effort won't be fleeting. It will continue and become part of how they nurture the bond going forward. In the second month, the Joker card appears, symbolizing that the unknowns, the secrets and mysteries, will begin to unfold. Things you hadn't fully understood about your person before, their reasons, their inner thoughts, and what they may have kept hidden, will come to light. Although the Joker can sometimes carry an air of unpredictability or even unease, when paired with a Trust card, it reveals a very different message. The truth will be revealed gently and clearly, and your relationship will grow stronger as a result of deeper mutual understanding. As these truths surface and clarity takes hold, the bond between you will be reinforced. What was once ambiguous will become known, and with that knowledge, trust will be restored. This transparency will help the relationship move past previous uncertainties and create a solid emotional foundation. In the third month, the card Finally Meeting Your Beloved emerges. This represents a turning point, the feeling that, after a long emotional journey, the relationship has arrived at the right place and time. There may still be moments of separation and reunion, like the magnetic push and pull between two polarities. The emotional connection between you is powerful, but those strong similarities may sometimes create friction or misunderstanding. Yet despite moments of resistance or challenge, the two of you will keep returning to each other, bound by a connection that feels unbreakable. This relationship may go through difficult phases, but ultimately, you will find your way back to closeness and harmony. The bond between you will reach a point where each of you becomes one of the most important figures in the other's life, possibly even life partners. The Inner Strength card reappears, underscoring that this is not a surface-level romance. It is a deep soul connection, one where both of you will grow, evolve, and challenge one another to become your best selves. Through each other, you'll be inspired to rise, to heal, and to expand beyond old patterns. Differences in values, perspectives, or priorities will be clearly recognized, not as threats, but as opportunities for deeper understanding. These contrasts will ultimately strengthen the relationship as both of you learn to honor and accept each other fully. In doing so, you'll create a love built on respect, balance, and shared emotional maturity. For the second month, there is a growing sense of curiosity around the secrets that will begin to surface. The Joker card reappears, indicating that the unknowns, the unanswered questions, and hidden truths will start to be revealed. This unveiling will bring clarity and deeper understanding between you and your person. What's most important is that these revelations will help the relationship move in a positive direction, laying the groundwork for renewed trust. The appearance of the Book card confirms this process of discovery. It suggests that hidden truths will come to light, offering new insight into what had once been unclear. Following this, the Clover card appears, indicating that trust will be rebuilt gradually, step by step, through these small but meaningful moments of honesty and clarity. As the truth unfolds, your bond will grow more stable and resilient. There may be some tension during this period, represented by the appearance of the Whistle card. This can suggest the presence of someone in your or your person's life who may be disruptive, possibly a rival or someone whose energy is not entirely supportive. However, this influence will not threaten the core of your connection. The Trust card appears once more, reinforcing that despite external pressure or tension, the bond between you and your person remains strong and intact. This connection is held together by a deep thread of trust that can withstand temporary disruptions or outside interference. If you've been feeling unsettled by someone in your life, a person you sense may be competing with or challenging your connection, know that their influence will gradually be exposed for what it truly is. The secrets surrounding that situation will also be revealed, which in turn will help to strengthen the trust between you and your person. Whatever has been hidden, whether it's emotions, motives, or circumstances, will slowly come to light. And as a result, any obstacles or misunderstandings that may have stood between you and your person will begin to dissolve. Your relationship will grow more grounded and secure, rising above the noise of outside distractions and finding its strength in truth, transparency, and shared emotional clarity. When I asked about the person you're currently worried about, the Key card appeared. This suggests that although this person might seem like a nuisance or a source of discomfort to you right now, they actually play an important role in your relationship. They could be someone who, in the long run, helps strengthen the bond between you and your person. They may not be the one you wish to deal with at this moment, but eventually they could be the factor that makes you realize the value and importance of this connection. It might be a person or a particular situation that's currently creating challenges in your relationship, but these difficulties will be resolved. You'll come to see that it is precisely because of these trials that your relationship will grow stronger over time. The Letter card indicates that you will receive some clear information or signals that will help you find a resolution to this situation. To overcome the current issues and rebuild trust between you and your person, an effective method will emerge and gradually restore stability. This will help reinforce the trust between you two. This method might involve mutual understanding, patience, or a change coming from both sides, and through it, the relationship will become more solid and resilient. When I continued to observe the reading, another Key card appeared. This shows that both you and your person are moving toward a shared point, possibly a common goal or mutual agreement. The Key often symbolizes discovery, the uncovering of solutions, and the fact that both of you are thinking in sync will be the key that opens the door to a deeper connection. If you are feeling that there is a rival or someone in your life creating obstacles for this relationship, those negative feelings toward that person will begin to shift. You will realize that this person is not truly a threat and that they cannot interfere with your bond. The relationship between you and your person will continue to grow stronger, and you will no longer need to worry about outside influences. Those people or situations that once felt frustrating or troubling will gradually lose their significance. If there is currently something blocking your relationship, the Key card also indicates that these issues will be resolved. It may involve a conversation taking place, or certain barriers, such as being blocked or cut off from communication, being lifted. If you've been worried about not being able to get in touch with this person, this card suggests that communication will be restored. This will help address the problems that have arisen in your connection and open up opportunities for the relationship to move forward. Not only does it point to renewed contact, but even if you and this person are already in touch, any situations that have been causing discomfort or hindering the relationship will gradually lose their significance. Whether it's a person or a particular circumstance, you'll begin to notice that these issues no longer disturb you. You'll come to realize that the people or situations which once caused frustration are no longer serious obstacles in your connection. The relationship will start to progress, and these challenges will be resolved, allowing the bond between you and your person to become increasingly solid. The unveiling of hidden truths will also play an important role in this process. Things that your person has been keeping to themselves, such as their true feelings for you or emotions they've been concealing, will slowly come to light. These revelations will lead to deeper mutual understanding and allow trust to be gradually rebuilt. Their feelings for you will become clearer, and you'll come to recognize that they genuinely care and want the relationship to grow. The Clouds card indicates that in the past, these emotions were obscured, but now they are being illuminated, strengthening the connection between you and your person even further. After that, the cards show that your relationship will not only be strengthened in terms of trust, but will also grow more powerfully as both of you begin to accept and harmonize with each other's values and perspectives. The two of you will learn to blend your differences, and through that, the connection will become even more solid and enduring. In particular, your person is now sincerely wanting to regain your trust and will start taking actions to prove that. Although you may initially feel some hesitation or doubt, you'll gradually notice the positive changes and truly sense the shift in their behavior. If you feel that you're not yet able to forgive them, you have every right to honor your emotions and stay true to yourself. There's no need to force yourself to feel otherwise. However, if you find within yourself the calmness and readiness to forgive, then this relationship will begin to flourish again. The Hermit card indicates that you will find inner peace and no longer be weighed down by pain forever. You won't have to endure negative emotions endlessly, and the relationship will slowly become lighter and more peaceful. That concludes the reading for those who chose pile 1. If anything in this message stirred something gently within your heart, I invite you to leave a comment, even if it's just a small symbol, so I know the message truly reached you. I deeply cherish and look forward to your reflections, as they are what make this journey so meaningful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support my channel. Your presence is a precious spiritual gift, a true source of encouragement that helps me continue bringing heartfelt, profound readings that speak to the soul. May you always have enough peace to hear the voice within, and enough courage to walk toward the things that are truly meant for you. See you again in the next reading. Hello, pile 2. Thank you for your patience. Now, I will begin the reading for those who chose pile number 2. I hope this reading brings you healing, fresh insights, and moments filled with love and understanding. Let us now explore the genuine feelings that your person holds for you. The 9 of Pentacles is the first card drawn, a card that symbolizes independence, self-sufficiency, and personal success. It represents prosperity and a deep sense of pride in one's achievements. In the context of love, this card often indicates someone who is confident, emotionally independent, and who may have gone through significant challenges to attain what they desire in life, including a meaningful relationship. What I sense is that this person has very strong emotions for you. They harbor deep and clear feelings and seem to be quite serious about building a relationship with you. After shuffling the cards, the following ones revealed that this person shares a unique connection with you and genuinely wishes to be by your side. As we reach the final outcome, the reversed 3 of Swords appears. This card suggests that although there has been pain or misunderstanding in the past, they are no longer feeling broken or disheartened. They may have already overcome emotional wounds and are now open to reconnecting and moving forward with you. The reverse 3 of Swords also indicates that your person has gone through significant hurt in the past, which may have shaped their current emotional state. However, that pain is now healing, and they are gradually recovering from the emotional turbulence. They might have acted poorly or displayed hurtful behaviors toward you in the past, but now they are experiencing regret and remorse for those actions. These feelings of guilt show that they are aware of their mistakes and are trying to make amends. They're slowly working through these negative emotions and genuinely feel the need to make things right. The reverse 3 of Swords reveals that a healing process is underway, and your person may have started to feel more at ease with themselves. From a place of emotional heaviness, they are gradually regaining balance and becoming more open-hearted. In the past, The reversed Ace of Wands suggests that this relationship may have encountered difficulties. Your person might have felt disappointed or unmotivated when thinking about the connection. They could have lost their passion or felt unable to move forward, which led to a sense of sadness and emotional fatigue. However, now, with the ongoing healing and their growing awareness of past mistakes, this person is slowly regaining their drive and becoming more willing to take steps forward in the relationship. There may have been times when you yourself felt unmotivated, as though nothing was within your reach, especially when looking at others around you, including this person, who seemed to move through life with confidence and ease. You may have felt left behind, as if success and happiness were more accessible to everyone else. Those around you, or even your person, may have appeared successful, perhaps even a bit prideful, which could have made you feel pressured or inadequate. It's possible you questioned your own abilities or felt like your efforts weren't yielding the results you hoped for, while others seemed to flourish effortlessly. Nonetheless, the Six of Wands shows that you are, in truth, being recognized. You are in a place of pride, having achieved meaningful milestones in your life. Even if you don't always feel that way, others do see your accomplishments, and you are standing on solid ground. At the same time, you carry a sense of cautious awareness. You don't just focus on your own experience, you're also mindful of the broader picture. You make decisions with care, guided not only by emotions but also by a growing sense of realism and maturity. Although you've achieved many successes, you still feel the influence of those around you, and that pressure may be preventing you from progressing the way you desire. It could be that your person or others in your environment have made you feel overwhelmed, and that pressure has dampened your motivation, making it difficult for you to move forward in the way you'd hoped. These feelings may have been more prominent in the past, during times when things weren't aligning with your expectations or moving in the direction you had envisioned. However, in the present moment, the Knight of Pentacles shows that you remain steady and resilient despite the challenges. You continue to focus on your work and persistently strive toward your goals. You are someone with remarkable perseverance who understands what must be done to move forward. When looking at the ideals held by both you and your person, the Chariot appears, signaling that both of you want to live with greater confidence and strength. You want to express yourself fully, to have the freedom to do what you wish, and perhaps also desire more autonomy within the relationship. You're seeking a strong foundation of trust and the momentum to move ahead with determination. This relationship seems to be influenced by people around you, whether it's the broader community, friends, or even rivals or individuals who evoke a sense of competition. You may currently be navigating external factors or individuals that are complicating the connection, and this is something you're being called to confront. It's possible you're trying to balance your relationship with various other aspects of life, work, family, and personal responsibilities. You're not just focused on love. You also care deeply about nurturing and developing your career and surrounding relationships. Even if it appears that everyone else around you is thriving, you're choosing to concentrate on what you can control, continuing to give your best effort toward your own path. You're taking things one step at a time, and even though external circumstances may affect you, your determination to maintain both your work and your relationship remains unwavering. The final card, the reverse Three of Swords, reveals that your person has experienced emotional pain in the past, but they are now gradually recovering. However, to truly understand their feelings, we need to look deeper. In the future, with the appearance of the Knight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, there is a clear message that your efforts will lead to success. You are capable of balancing both love and work, and you will find success in maintaining both aspects of your life harmoniously. Still, there is something from their past that they haven't revealed. It's possible that they endured a profound emotional wound, but the King of Pentacles suggests that they are not the type to show vulnerability outwardly. They may have gone through hardships in life, but have chosen not to let others see that pain. What's important is that this person has remained strong and disciplined, perhaps even strict with themselves, as they try to face their own internal battles alone without burdening you. Eventually, they will open up and share their feelings with you, allowing you to understand more clearly what they've been going through. I drew a few more cards to further explore the situation, and it seems that your person is currently feeling anxious about whether you might dislike them. There is a fear within them that if things continue the way they are, you might leave or stop caring about them. This worry is beginning to take up space in their mind. They may believe they've done something wrong, something that has made you no longer want to be by their side. However, when your energy came through in the reading, I sense that your person is truly thinking about you in this way. There might have been moments when you, too, wondered whether your actions were right, whether something you did may have hurt them unintentionally. You may be questioning yourself, reflecting on your behavior, and perhaps even feeling regret if you believe you've caused them pain. However, with the Three of Swords appearing in the final outcome, it's clear that these worries and uncertainties are genuinely causing confusion and emotional strain for both you and your person. Yet, this card may also be a sign that such anxieties are beginning to ease. If you feel that you've done something wrong, your person may be sensing that as well and could be feeling anxious that you might leave them. When I look at the letter card, I sense very clearly that your person deeply wants to communicate with you and share their feelings. They want to express what hasn't yet been said, and may be hoping that you'll be open to receiving them. These cards indicate that your person is seeking a way to mend the relationship and resolve the insecurities lingering between you. The key card reveals that through what your person communicates, the current emotional tension in the relationship will begin to soften, and the issues will gradually be resolved. Your confusion and concerns will start to fade, and the two of you will move forward in a more positive direction. Looking more closely at the key card, it becomes clear that you will receive sincere words and heartfelt sharing from your person, which will help improve the current situation. The letter card also suggests that a message or conversation will bring about a significant shift, guiding the relationship toward a more hopeful path. Your person wants you to know that they genuinely care and truly value you, and this will help strengthen the bond between you. With the Moon card, it's evident that they deeply wish to express their emotions, to tell you that they love you, and this will bring about a stronger connection between the two of you. Love will be expressed, and the relationship will enter a new phase, one where mutual understanding deepens and emotional closeness blossoms. Both you and your person may have harbored fears about hurting each other or worrying that the relationship might not progress. However, these concerns will gradually be resolved as the bond between you strengthens through communication and reconciliation. The emotional wounds will begin to heal, and the lingering uncertainties will slowly be soothed. The Knight of Pentacles indicates that your person is continuing to move forward with steady persistence. Though their pace may be slow, it is consistent, sincere, and trustworthy. They are approaching everything with genuine effort, and even if the process takes time, they're on a path that will lead to meaningful results. What I sense is that this person is doing their best to mend and preserve the relationship, and they are making their way towards showing you this through their actions. For some, reconciliation may have already taken place, bringing with it a deep sense of relief and resolution, an emotional clarity that everything is now in its right place. Your person may have already offered something that brought you a sense of peace and emotional alignment. This points to the relationship evolving in a positive direction, and it's possible that you now feel genuinely content with how things have unfolded. The appearance of the Six of Wands affirms a sense of victory and success. Both you and your person may feel that you've achieved a breakthrough or a long-awaited outcome. This is a card of reassurance and satisfaction, showing that the relationship has reached a place of stability. For those who have already reconciled, there is a clear sense of emotional ease and happiness in that resolution. And if you have not yet experienced this, the message is clear. Reconciliation is on its way. I truly believe that within 3 weeks, this shift will take place. If you haven't yet heard from your person, don't worry. Change is coming swiftly. If you prefer not to focus on specific timing or feel constrained by numbers, you're welcome to set this part aside. However, if you're curious about a more precise time frame, I'll continue and take a closer look. The Seven of Pentacles has appeared, suggesting that the change you're waiting for will arrive very soon. If you'd like, you can consider this as happening within the next week. I strongly sense that the shift is approaching quickly. With the energy of the Seven of Pentacles, I feel that a change could occur within the next 3 days, or at most, within 7 days. If you're watching this video in real time, then within a week from today, you're likely to receive a message or see an action from your person. For some, this may come even sooner, within 3 days, and when it happens, it will arrive swiftly. If you're not watching this video at the exact moment it's released, the energy still holds. The next 7 days remain the projected window of change. If you've already received some kind of signal from them and are wondering where this relationship might go, I'll now look deeper into their current genuine feelings for you. To do this, I'll use the Romance Angels deck. The card I've drawn paints a beautiful image, almost like the two of you embracing in each other's arms. This card speaks of opportunity and deep emotional connection. It shows that your person is seeking the right chance to move closer to you and is patiently waiting for the perfect moment to seize it. They want to succeed in this relationship and feel a strong desire to have you in their life. The Moon card has also appeared, signifying that your person truly values you and is actively seeking the right moment to reach out. They want to show you how much you mean to them, and they're waiting for the right time to express what's in their heart. What I sense is that this person deeply desires to have you in their life and is making a sincere effort to move the relationship forward. There is a powerful longing within them. They want to win your heart, and that desire is growing stronger. As for you, the Knight of Wands suggests that you are approaching this connection with passion and determination. You are working hard to maintain balance, not only between love and work, but also between your relationship and your sense of self. You may be starting to feel that things are flowing more smoothly, and you have the ability to manage everything with grace and efficiency. You're succeeding in keeping that balance, not just in love, but also in your personal life and career. This relationship is continuing to grow stronger, and you will feel a deepening bond with your person while still preserving your independence and control over your own path. Looking ahead, your person appears to be acting with caution and careful thought. The Fool in reverse indicates that they do not want to rush into anything or make impulsive decisions. Instead, they are approaching the relationship with deliberation, thinking through each step. This card suggests that they are aiming for a stable progression, steering clear of recklessness, and are thoughtfully considering what lies ahead for the two of you. With the Knight of Wands, I sense a powerful and swift shift approaching. Both of you are ready to step into a new phase, marked by rapid momentum and a noticeable transformation. This energy will help the relationship between you and your person progress quickly and smoothly. Looking into your shared situation, the Romance Angels card suggests that this connection is set to advance with ease and speed. If you've been feeling anxious about being unable to move forward, perhaps due to work commitments or external distractions, those barriers are about to fade. You'll find yourself capable of handling everything with grace and efficiency, managing both your relationship and personal life successfully. Your person will find a way to make time for you and will take the initiative to come closer. This may take the form of creating opportunities to see you or making the effort to talk with you more meaningfully. The Letter card shows that they truly want to communicate and open up their heart to you. Everything will unfold naturally, and you'll feel that the relationship is moving in the right direction. As I continue to explore what is happening now and what lies ahead, the cards reveal that clarity will ultimately arrive. You may come to understand that you were never disliked, or why the fears and uncertainties you once felt will soon disappear. These truths will become evident, and you will gain insight into why those unsettling emotions no longer have power over you. You'll begin to understand your person's actions, and if they have been hurt in the past, they will open up and share those emotions with you. These feelings will gradually come to light, and everything will begin to make sense. Next, I continue to gather more insight. It can be said that the issues between you and your person are on their way to being resolved. Any unresolved conflicts or misunderstandings from the past will be cleared up. The Key card appears, signaling that hidden truths will be revealed and any confusion or misinterpretation will be dispelled. The feelings of insecurity will be addressed, and you will no longer feel the weight of worry. This shows that your person will begin to take initiative, expressing their emotions more clearly through words, actions, and consistent communication. All the cards point toward resolution. Problems will be untangled with surprising ease, and misunderstandings will be clarified. Why are these cards appearing with such clarity? Because everything is about to become so clear and straightforward that you'll no longer feel the need to worry. All your doubts will be dissolved, and you'll receive the clarity you've been longing for. You might be wondering why everything is unfolding so quickly and smoothly, and whether it's even possible for things to happen this way. A part of you may feel skeptical, questioning if it's too good to be true. To explore this further, I drew another card to clarify what's happening in your mind. This card offers guidance to help you make sense of it all. The card reveals the need to reorganize and bring clarity to matters within your relationship. It may point to misunderstandings, differences, or a disconnect in thoughts and emotions between you and your person. It can also relate to your own inner worries when your mind feels scattered, unable to focus. These feelings and thoughts are creating tension, making things feel overwhelming and difficult to process. However, this card shows that everything is beginning to fall into place with clarity. The issues will be resolved, and misunderstandings will gradually be brought to light. You will experience those aha moments when everything suddenly makes sense. You will understand why things unfolded the way they did, and you will realize that everything is, in fact, moving in the right direction. Your relationship will begin to progress rapidly because the misunderstandings are being cleared, and things will start to feel more coherent and aligned in your mind. So, why does this clarity feel so tangible? It's because your person will begin to show very clear, and understandable actions. Actions that will make you realize the root of everything. You'll be able to understand and empathize, and the two of you will be able to resolve your issues and reconcile. Your worries, anxieties, and uncertainties will be illuminated as if a light has been cast on the very reason behind all you've been feeling. You'll come to see that the rapid, clear unfolding of events is actually a strong sign from the cards, offering a message of understanding, reconciliation, and the unraveling of inner confusion. It seems that the relationship between the two of you is deeply meaningful. You both truly care for and love each other, but as human beings, there are naturally moments of doubt, insecurity, and even emotional distance. Yet despite all those difficulties, the love between you remains strong, and you can sense real movement and development in this connection. Things will unfold smoothly, without any external interference. No third parties or rivalries will come between you. The emotional bond between you two will be restored, and any past misunderstandings or challenges will be overcome. If you imagine a couple in love, there are bound to be occasional disagreements or small arguments, but what truly matters is that they always find their way back to each other. Nothing can truly keep them apart. Differences and difficulties are merely temporary challenges, and the two of you will always find a path to reconciliation. In situations like these, there appears to be no external interference, no rivalry or conflict caused by outside forces. This reveals that the bond between you is strong and stable, capable of withstanding any test, whether great or small. When the reversed Eight of Cups appears, it clearly reflects that both of you deeply care for one another, but there are still some unresolved issues, things that remain unclear or unfinished. However, this love is powerful and worthy of devotion, and if you continue to hold on to your faith and patience, everything will gradually improve. If this had been the upright Eight of Cups, it would usually suggest walking away, leaving something behind because the emotional connection is no longer there. But in reverse, it carries a very different message. There's no need to give up, and you realize that choosing to stay is the right decision. Both of you acknowledge the depth of your feelings, and it feels as though there is still so much love left, like a cup still full. You come to understand that not everything is over. In truth, there is still much to explore and much to cherish. You realize you don't need to walk away from it all. Instead, you can hold on to what is most precious. And that is precisely why the Knight of Wands appears, signaling that things are beginning to move in a favorable direction. The path ahead will begin to smooth out, and circumstances will start to flow with greater ease. When the Two of Pentacles is drawn, it suggests that in the future, you'll feel a surge of energy and motivation. However, some of you may currently be feeling anxious, sensing that things are not progressing. You might feel that the relationship has no future or experience a sense of abandonment, with nothing feeling secure. There may also be worries that neither your career nor your love life is succeeding. But don't worry, things are going to improve soon. Your relationship will gradually evolve in a positive direction, and you will come to realize that both your work and your love life can flourish at the same time. Everything will become significantly better, both emotionally and professionally. You will begin to notice major shifts within yourself. Your drive and inspiration will increase. This isn't just about love, it's also about your personal growth. You'll recognize that you're progressing and that things are starting to align more smoothly in your life. Now, turning to your person's emotions, the Ring card has appeared. This is a powerful and swift sign. This time, the Ring comes alongside the Fool, which may suggest that your person is thinking about a serious commitment with you. While the pace may feel fast for some, the Ring paired with the Fool symbolizes a fresh start, and your person appears deeply determined. It feels as though they've come to realize that the love between you is mutual and profound, something that has been clear from the very beginning. At the same time, your person is being very cautious in this relationship. They're making an effort to prevent future conflicts or misunderstandings. They feel the need to be careful with their words and actions to avoid causing distance between you. They're becoming more mindful of how they treat you, and are trying to ensure they don't do anything that would make you feel insecure or unsettled. Though disagreements and differences are inevitable in any relationship, your person is now committed to adjusting their behavior to avoid making you feel overwhelmed or anxious. They don't want you to suffer through negative emotions, and they're mentally prepared to protect and nurture this relationship with care and stability. That's truly beautiful. The reversed Wheel of Fortune has appeared, and I'm going to draw a bit more insight from this. Why the reversal? It may indicate that in the past, your person felt unable to take action, or they may be carrying regret about something that happened. As I pulled additional cards, a strong sense emerged. They're now feeling that the time is right. There is a powerful inner urge to act. Although regret still lingers, especially with the reverse Three of Swords appearing as the final outcome, they feel they weren't able to ease your worries or bring you comfort. They regret having let you down, for having left you feeling anxious or uncertain. They truly wanted to make you happy, but feel they weren't able to accomplish that. However, they believe a better moment is arriving, and when that moment comes, they will leap into action with courage and determination. The Knight of Wands embodies this intense passion, a fiery drive, full of energy and resolve. Your person is no longer hesitating. They are ready to act boldly and put in more effort than ever before. I continue to draw cards to understand what sparked this sudden motivation. Perhaps it's because reconciliation is on the horizon, or because your person has made the decision that they no longer want to be trapped in the past. They don't want you to be burdened by worry or emotional pain anymore. There is a strong sense that they want to resolve everything immediately. A decisive energy has been awakened within them. Do you feel the same way? Maybe there have been lingering concerns, such as anxiety over a potential rival, or general insecurity, or mental fog. But what I feel is that nothing and no one can break this bond anymore. The King of Wands has appeared, showing that your person wants to take the lead. They want to be the one who steps forward, takes initiative, and takes control of this situation. They don't want any external influence, be it people, emotions, or circumstances, to stand in the way of this relationship. On the contrary, they long for a world made just for the two of you, where no one else is allowed to intrude. There is a fierce determination within them, a resolute will to protect and nurture this relationship. It can be understood that your person is experiencing a strong sense of responsibility and protectiveness, like someone who is determined to safeguard something deeply important and precious. It's an intense feeling, much like a soldier protecting their homeland. Only in this case, it's the relationship they are fiercely committed to defending. What they want to express is that no one is allowed to disturb the peace of this shared world. No one can harm or threaten this connection. This energy feels like a powerful declaration of how much they cherish the relationship and how ready they are to protect it with everything they have. It almost feels as though they are saying, "Can you just leave quickly?" A message not to an enemy, but rather to a rival. They may be sensing that someone around you could be trying to interfere, someone who represents a possible threat or distraction. Your person might be noticing that you're becoming more attractive, more visible, perhaps in your career or social life. You're drawing more attention, and that awareness is triggering a deep instinct in them to shield what you share together. They don't want any interference from the outside. They don't want anyone or anything to disrupt this connection. This feeling is intense, as though they are stepping forward to defend you and the bond between you, ensuring that nothing stands in the way. They want to create a space that belongs only to the two of you, a sacred circle, a private world where no one else can intrude. They are determined to protect that world and won't allow anything or anyone to disturb its peace. This energy is strong and unmistakable, like a promise that they deeply value the relationship and will not let anything harm it. Your person is focusing all their attention on guarding the relationship, and this desire to shield it from outside interference will only grow stronger in the days to come. They also sense that now you are no longer burdened by worries about love. You're focusing more on yourself. And that may be exactly why they feel an even stronger need to protect this relationship. However, this doesn't mean they are consumed by jealousy or that they'll behave in manipulative or unpleasant ways. They have no intention of making you feel insecure or uneasy, and they don't want to burden you with unnecessary thoughts or emotional weight. The desire to protect you and to ensure you don't have to worry has become incredibly strong. This protective instinct and their will to shield you have intensified significantly, and it's becoming more and more evident through their actions. Because of this, they will proceed with care, adjusting their behavior and approach to ensure they don't make you uncomfortable or add to your stress. Your person is deeply determined and ready to protect the relationship. It's not just about protecting you, they also want to safeguard the emotional connection between you. They want to preserve the peaceful world you share, shielding it from outside disturbances. If anyone tries to harm this bond, they will not allow it. This energy is powerful and undeniable. Now, let's look at what's likely to unfold in the next 3 months between you. I feel that things will begin to move very quickly, perhaps even within the next few days or weeks. As I draw a few cards to gain more clarity, they suggest that within the next 2 weeks, or possibly as soon as 2 days, significant changes will take place in your relationship. Important decisions, intense emotions, and meaningful shifts are coming, and they'll happen rather quickly. Pay close attention to the signs and signals in the near future, as they will guide you through these transformative developments. In truth, it could happen even sooner. You may consider this as within 2 days, especially if you already sense that things are beginning to unfold. If you've already received some communication or a sign from your person, then at this very moment, their desire to protect and preserve the relationship is incredibly strong. If reconciliation has already taken place, or if you've come to understand that they genuinely care for you, then this shift is already in motion. However, if you haven't received anything yet, prepare yourself, because within the next 3 days, this is likely to happen. Or, within a week, your relationship will begin to progress powerfully, and their feelings for you will steadily grow stronger. Next, I'll look into what the next 3 months may hold for the two of you. I feel that during this period, your person will exhibit an increasingly intense sense of protectiveness toward both you and the relationship. There will be a strong protective energy emanating from them, as if they're determined to guard this bond with everything they have. In the first month, the relationship will grow steadily, but by the second month, their sense of loyalty and protectiveness will intensify. They will feel an increasing need to hold on to you, to care for you deeply. Even though this might at times make them feel a little constrained, like the message from the Freedom card, suggesting a desire for space, they'll still feel bound by a deep sense of responsibility toward you and this relationship. This reflects the inner conflict between wanting freedom and feeling a powerful, inescapable urge to protect you. Despite any desire for independence, they find themselves unable to pull away from that deep emotional commitment to safeguarding you. In the third month, the relationship will grow even stronger, with a sense of protection and commitment becoming more tangible, like an invisible yet powerful force surrounding the two of you. Emotions and a shared sense of responsibility will deepen further during this time. You, on the other hand, are currently enjoying a sense of freedom, doing what you want without being weighed down by concerns about love. This reflects a state where emotional worries have eased, allowing you to focus on other areas of life that matter to you. Because of this, you may become more assertive, even slightly stubborn, particularly during the second month. In the first month, the energy between you feels light and sweet, like you want to move forward, but you're hesitating, holding back your emotions, not wanting to rush. You might feel drawn to this person, swept along by their presence, but even as you're being pulled in, you find joy in it. They feel charming to you, and this creates an emotional push and pull, wanting to move closer while still choosing to pause, and it makes the experience playful and emotionally engaging. If you're a man watching this reading, you may be sensing that the woman in question is the one experiencing this dynamic. She may feel herself being drawn toward you, but is hesitant to act too quickly. She finds you charming and lovable, yet she holds back, unsure whether to take the next step. As a result, the relationship between the two of you may be unfolding in a very sweet and tender way, filled with warmth and romantic tension, as if you're both caught up in an endearing emotional dance. I sense that you're enjoying the subtle tension you're creating in the relationship, perhaps testing your allure and observing how your person responds to your presence. Gradually, your person will begin to feel a surge in their emotions, as if they're becoming increasingly drawn to you. They'll start to feel a growing sense of possessiveness, a desire to claim you as theirs. It's as if they're becoming enchanted by you, and this feeling will only intensify in the months ahead. It's honestly very sweet. It feels like they're falling deeply and completely for you. Their feelings are becoming stronger by the day, and along with that comes a heightened instinct to protect and hold on to you. They won't want you to go anywhere. They'll want to keep you close, wrapped securely in their arms. This desire has always existed beneath the surface, but now it's becoming much more evident, especially as the second month approaches. If you're viewing this relationship through a time-based lens, you can consider the current month as the first, the following as the second, and the next as the third. Depending on how you interpret the relationship's timeline, you'll be able to anticipate when your person's emotions will reach their peak. In the second month, I sense a powerful shift. Your person will become much more intense emotionally, and their sense of attachment to you will be unmistakably strong. They won't want to let you go. It's as if the coffin card appears here, symbolizing that they don't want to lose you, don't want you to slip away from their grasp. These cards reveal that your person is deeply in love with you, and that love is gradually transforming into an intense sense of possessiveness, along with emotions like jealousy and a firm determination to keep you by their side. Their feelings have grown so strong that it may be causing them to feel trapped, unable to act freely, because their love runs so deep. They love you so much that the thought of losing you becomes overwhelming, leaving them somewhat confused and no longer able to behave as naturally as before. It feels as though their emotions have become so powerful that they've begun to lose confidence, yet they still can't bear the thought of sharing you with anyone else. That possessiveness continues to grow, to the point where they don't just love you, they feel that no one else should be allowed to have you, and no one should be able to take you away. Your person is feeling this intensely, and you may start to notice them growing anxious, almost fearful, simply because they love you so much. By the third month, you will become someone incredibly special in their eyes, someone they admire and revere. It will feel as though you are the one in a higher position, like a teacher or a guide, someone they look up to and want to learn from. Your relationship will reach a level where your person doesn't want anyone else to approach or intrude. Their desire to have you entirely to themselves, to keep you all to themselves, will intensify, sometimes even bordering on overwhelming possessiveness. However, this won't make you feel uncomfortable. They won't act out in aggressive or unpleasant ways. Instead, they'll express this love with sweetness, like a child longing for love and care. Their possessiveness will come wrapped in affection, a tender plea to be close to you, to be held by you, to be loved only by you. This feeling won't create discomfort. In fact, quite the opposite. Your person will express their love openly and intensely. Their affection and longing for you will be laid bare, and you will feel the warmth radiating from them. Their actions will be unmistakable, and they won't hesitate to show their love in a direct and genuine way. It's the kind of love that resembles deep devotion to one's homeland, passionate, unwavering, and proudly expressed. Given the current situation, you might find it hard to believe everything that's unfolding, but the pace of these events is accelerating. I sense that an unexpected turning point is approaching, something sudden and transformative. Your person may reach a point where they can no longer hold back their emotions, and this will trigger a dramatic shift. I'll draw one more card to reflect on your feelings at this moment. As you begin to feel all of this, your intuition will become stronger, and the sense of change will grow even clearer. Your emotions are powerful right now, and you'll clearly sense that your own magnetism is rising. You may find yourself attracting more attention than usual, and this will stir concern in your person, a sense that they need to act quickly. Their emotions will become more visible, and their displays of affection will grow even more vivid. Still, their love won't feel forced or overwhelming. It will be sweet, natural, and deeply sincere, expressed in a way that makes you feel cherished and safe. This feeling won't bring discomfort. Instead, you'll sense a deep and genuine love coming from your person. It's as though they simply want to express how much they care, and you'll feel at ease with the way they show their emotions. Even when there are moments of possessiveness, it won't come across in a negative way. Their every action will reflect sincere affection, and you'll feel an increasingly profound emotional connection with them. Your person will become more and more captivated by you, feeling as though they simply can't live without you. This emotion will grow stronger over time, reaching a point where they can no longer contain it and begin taking steps to hold you closer. From the very beginning, the feelings have been intense, and the progression of your connection only heightens their emotions further. The appearance of the moon and the ring suggests that this relationship began with a powerful foundation, and now those feelings are continuing to rise. By the second month, their love will become even more passionate, and by the third month, your focus will begin to shift inward, toward your own goals and growth. You'll start to invest more energy in yourself, and you'll feel a sense of personal evolution. This may involve changes in your environment, or stepping into a higher role as you become someone your person deeply admires, someone they look up to and respect immensely. This transformation is rooted in your consistent efforts, your appreciation of the simple joys in life, and your ability to cherish the small, meaningful moments. These qualities have fueled your growth, and now you're beginning to see the results you deserve. The Victory card affirms that you're seizing great opportunities. This love you're experiencing isn't only about what your person feels for you. It's also a reflection of the care and attention you've given to your own well-being and the everyday beauty of your life. In addition, your person is actively trying to find balance between their work and personal life, taking care to nurture both areas. Your relationship will continue to grow stronger, and you'll start to notice changes through the positive actions and decisions that both you and your person have made together. A very powerful card has appeared, something like the Winds of Spirit, and I sense that many people will soon begin to express admiration toward you. You'll feel your magnetism increasing, and everything around you is beginning to shift in a very positive direction. Your presence and emotional depth are making you the center of attention, naturally drawing people in. As for your person's emotions, The appearance of the Cloud card suggests there's still some ambiguity or uncertainty in how they feel. They might be experiencing a bit of confusion or emotional hesitation. However, when paired with the Ring, it becomes clear that their love for you is deeply rooted. The appearance of the Ring card 3 times is a strong indication that your relationship is progressing with great momentum and your person takes this bond very seriously. They may feel a bit anxious or jealous at times, but instead of expressing that in a negative way, they choose to show it through clear, intentional actions. Even if a hint of jealousy arises, it won't be expressed in harmful ways. On the contrary, they will use it as motivation to protect and preserve the relationship. Their feelings for you are growing stronger by the day, and they may start to feel worried about the possibility of losing you. Even amid their insecurities, their desire to keep you close is unwavering. They don't want to let you go, and this longing will continue to deepen in the time ahead. Your relationship will become more profound and grounded, and their love for you will become increasingly clear and unmistakable. Regarding your feelings for your person in the 3rd month, the relationship begins to resemble something eternal, an unshakable force. This indicates that your person truly sees you as a deeply significant part of their life. They hold this relationship in the highest regard and feel it is a love that cannot be broken. The bond between you has grown so strong that no external force can damage it. This relationship is solid and enduring, like a black diamond, rare, resilient, and virtually indestructible. Your person will feel an immense sense of responsibility and a deep desire to protect you. At the same time, you will also become stronger, capable of balancing both your love and your individuality. The love between the two of you will continue to evolve into something enduring and unchanging, a kind of love that never fades. It's a powerful, unwavering connection that no one else can interfere with. In the 3rd month, this relationship will grow even more cohesive, and nothing will be able to break it. Love and responsibility will continue to deepen, and both of you will grow stronger in your commitment to protect and nurture this bond. Finally, I've drawn a few cards to offer guidance on what to be mindful of, or what can be done to help this relationship thrive even more. This is a somewhat complex situation, but I'll do my best to explain it. The advice here is to pay close attention to what's happening around you. Try to observe everything from multiple perspectives. Just as proper preparation leads to smoother execution, laying a solid foundation before taking action will bring you greater success in any challenge. This advice applies not only to your partner's actions, but also to the goals you're currently pursuing in your career or personal life. Another piece of advice is not to rush into things that remain unclear. Instead, take time to observe your surroundings and assess the situation carefully before moving forward. Proper preparation and a firm grasp of what's happening around you will lead to better outcomes. In addition, a survival card seems to have appeared, suggesting that you've overcome a challenge or difficulty that previously made you feel insecure. This indicates that you've passed through a period of uncertainty or risk, and now you can move forward with a stronger sense of confidence and trust in yourself. In summary, the guidance here is to stay alert to the details around you, prepare thoroughly, and do not shy away from challenges, because you're fully capable of overcoming them. Even if things feel confusing at first, you will eventually gain clarity and recognize the right direction for yourself. It's becoming clearer now. The message is to prepare thoroughly before taking action, like warming up before a workout. Being well prepared means you'll be ready to handle difficult situations with resilience. And even when you feel uncertain or anxious about what your person is thinking, the truth is, they care about you deeply. When you step back and view the situation as a whole, without rushing, you'll start to realize that there are people who genuinely love and value you, even if you hadn't fully seen it before. If you're feeling anxious about work, the advice is to prepare thoroughly and carefully assess your surroundings before making a move. Doing so will help you avoid unnecessary mistakes, because without solid preparation, success will be difficult to achieve. As I drew more cards, I saw that in this relationship, the other person truly cares about you, even if you might not fully realize it. In fact, there are many people around you who are watching over you with care and concern. They're ready to offer help when needed, and this creates a very special situation. You'll come to realize that in difficult times, there will be people who step forward to support you, even if you haven't been aware of their presence. There are individuals around you who are genuinely willing to help, and the advice is to reach out to them when you need support. Sometimes, you may not recognize the ones who are thinking about your well-being, but the truth is, many people are silently rooting for you. What's important is that when you feel uncertain or vulnerable, turn to the trustworthy people in your life. be they friends or others you feel safe with. When it's time to act, make a big decision, or face a challenge, these individuals can become a powerful source of strength and reassurance. If you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, you'll start to see that there are people who truly care about you, perhaps more than you've realized. Some of them genuinely admire and respect you to the point of feeling a deep sense of attraction toward you. Their respect may even border on reverence, and this will become clearer the more you observe the whole situation. These people are not only friends, they are also the ones who can uplift your self-esteem, protect you, and offer meaningful support when you need it most. And when you view the situation from a broader perspective, you'll realize that there are people willing to stand by your side and help you overcome difficulties. If you're wondering who these people might be, it could be a man or someone who holds significant influence in your life. This person may offer support both emotionally and mentally, helping you rebuild your confidence and face challenges with greater strength. Regarding the person you're thinking about, it appears that they are indeed a romantic prospect for you. The card suggests that you are attracting the attention of people who have feelings for you, especially in matters of the heart. Even if it's not immediately obvious on the surface, the truth is that many individuals are noticing you. You may feel confused at first, but when you take a step back and look at the full picture, you'll begin to see that there are people who genuinely care about you, people you might not have noticed before. Even if you're not aware of it yet, in the near future you will come to realize that more people have affection for you than you originally thought. This realization may come as a surprise, but these individuals will begin to express their feelings more clearly and assertively. They might be people whose attention you hadn't previously recognized, and you'll start to feel a strong pull toward them. As for the advice you need to keep in mind, it's essential to prepare thoroughly before taking action, especially when you're considering making a move in a relationship or at work. Careful preparation will allow you to approach decisions with confidence, whether it's reaching out to someone or taking a significant step forward. Make sure you've organized your emotions, assessed the situation carefully, and confirmed that you're truly ready before proceeding. Acting when your emotions are still unsettled can lead to poor decisions, so ensure that you've grounded yourself and are fully prepared before moving ahead. If this message can be of help to someone, please receive it with an open heart. I'm sorry if things sounded a bit tangled or hard to follow. I truly appreciate your patience in listening to my explanation. Also, the Lover's card appeared as a supplementary message, indicating that you are becoming increasingly magnetic. You possess a natural charm and will be seen as someone highly attractive in the eyes of others. If your work involves creativity, customer service, physical touch, or anything that requires communication and interaction with people, this card suggests that your career will see improvement. You'll attract more clients, your professional life will grow and flourish, and you'll feel a sense of progress and self-development in your work. This concludes the reading for those who chose Pile 2. Thank you for listening and for spending your time connecting with the messages in this reading. If something in the cards resonated with you or touched your heart, I invite you to leave a small symbol or share a few words just to let me know the message reached the right place. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to support me. Your support is a precious gift, a powerful source of motivation that inspires me to continue offering deeper and more meaningful readings. I look forward to connecting with you again in the next reading. Hello to those of you who chose Pile 3. Thank you for waiting. Now I'll begin your reading. I hope that this message brings you healing, new insights, and moments filled with love and warmth. The theme of this reading is, what are your person's true feelings in this relationship? What are they genuinely feeling about you at this moment? For those who drew the Three of Pentacles, it appears that you are paying close attention to the people around you. There's a sense that either you or your person is being quite cautious about the surrounding environment, especially within a community or a setting where you met. This suggests that there may be some concern or anxiety about how others perceive the relationship or about external influences playing a role in it. The final outcome card is the Reverse Sun. This is the only major arcana card in today's reading, and it appears in the final position, indicating it carries the strongest message I want to share with you. Your person's true feelings for you right now involve a sense of worry and uncertainty. They're wondering if you dislike them, if they still have a chance with you, or if they've failed to spark your interest. At present, their emotions are clouded by self-doubt. They feel unsure and quite confused about the relationship. The reason behind these feelings may stem from your shared past. The reverse Six of Pentacles suggests that in the past, your relationship may have been imbalanced, either in emotional give and take or in attention and care. They may feel that they didn't do enough to create an equal, mutual connection. Additionally, when it comes to your ideal vision for the relationship, the Two of Pentacles appears, showing that you value harmony and stability. However, The reality is represented by the Queen of Pentacles, a figure of practicality and safety. This contrast might make your person feel that the relationship lacks a sense of freedom or ease. They may feel overwhelmed by the weight of responsibility or expectations, leading to emotional distance or hesitation. In summary, your person is currently feeling insecure and anxious about the relationship. They may sense that the balance between you and them is no longer what it used to be. All three cards in this reading are related to balance. They represent someone who can maintain harmony, who is self-sufficient, and who handles important aspects of life with grace and intelligence. These cards suggest that this person is capable of managing multiple responsibilities at once without being overwhelmed. However, in the past, with the reverse Six of Pentacles, you may have experienced times when things didn't go as planned. You may have felt swept up in circumstances beyond your control or influenced by external factors, particularly by this person. There may have been moments when you questioned whether this relationship had a future, or felt like you were losing your freedom in love. You might have asked yourself whether the relationship truly had meaning or felt uncertain about what you were holding on to. Perhaps you felt pulled along by forces you couldn't manage, and that created anxiety within you. However, in the present, you have become much more independent. You've learned how to navigate through complex situations with grace, not just in love, but also in your career, and you've mastered the art of balancing all these aspects. Right now, your person sees you as strong and self-reliant, and this intimidates them. They've begun to wonder whether you still care about them, whether you might dislike them now, or whether your feelings for them have changed. Their lack of confidence and fear of losing you are making them feel confused and unsure about everything. In the past, you spent a lot of time thinking about how to maintain this relationship without losing yourself in it. You've found a way to protect both your heart and theirs. As a result, you've grown into the Queen of Pentacles, the one who can uphold stability in any circumstance, whether in love or in your professional life. This card appears to show that you are someone who can skillfully balance both work and family. You possess the ability to maintain stability while managing both areas of your life effectively. However, your person is represented by the Knight of Swords, which indicates that they are feeling quite anxious and tense, as if there's something they urgently need to act on. There is a sense of pressure weighing heavily on them. This may point to a past where you had to face numerous challenges in order to become independent and grow. You've spent a great deal of time reflecting on how to overcome obstacles, how to find stability and autonomy in your life. Through this process of introspection and problem-solving, you've grown stronger and more resilient. As your person witnesses your progress and the sense of stability you now embody, they may begin to feel uneasy and confused. It may seem to them as though they are no longer a central figure in your life. They start to question the relationship and feel insecure, wondering if you still care about them the way you once did. These emotions reflect a deep sense of self-doubt and worry about the future of the connection. Meanwhile, you are standing firmly and moving forward to the next chapters of your life. With the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, you've become highly independent and capable of managing both your personal and professional lives. You know how to care for yourself, maintain healthy relationships, and build your career. You're not only attentive to your own emotional well-being, but also to the needs of those around you. You've achieved a sense of balance and inner security that speaks of real growth and maturity. This maturity can leave your person feeling somewhat unsettled as they observe your development. However, looking ahead, this relationship still requires adjustment and thoughtful consideration. Your person's anxiety and confusion may persist for a while, but you will continue walking your own path, growing, evolving, and improving your life with purpose and grace. In the future, the appearance of the Three of Swords and the reversed Four of Pentacles suggests that your person may become increasingly protective, even possessive within this relationship. This reflects a deep fear of losing you, and such a feeling could lead to tension between you both. It seems they are experiencing a growing sense of uncertainty about the relationship, which may manifest as controlling behavior or a desire to hold on too tightly. With that in mind, let's look into what your person currently thinks about you. There's a strong sense of jealousy or intense protectiveness in their energy. Moving forward, they may begin to feel that you somehow belong to them, showing signs of possessiveness or a desire to keep you close at all costs. This feeling is likely to grow stronger over time and become more visible in how they interact with you. At present, they may see you as a role model, someone they deeply admire and respect. There's a sense of idealization, as if they've placed you on a pedestal. You appear to them as someone special and almost unreachable, which can lead them to feel overwhelmed and uncertain. They admire you tremendously, but standing next to you makes them feel small or insecure, as if they're not worthy of your presence. I feel called to delve deeper into your person's emotions, as there's a cloud of anxiety and uncertainty surrounding the relationship. While they want to protect you, they're torn between the strength of their feelings and the fear of losing you. Your person currently seems to be feeling a bit left behind, and this emotional vulnerability is fueling their anxiety and tension. They may believe that you've distanced yourself from them, that you've moved further away emotionally or even physically. This thought leaves them feeling unsettled and confused, pushing them toward a sense of urgency. They feel the need to act, to do something that will bring you back closer to them. Even though there is mutual importance in the connection, your person appears to be struggling with the fear of someone else taking you away. They don't want to lose you and are feeling increasingly pressured by this fear, which adds a layer of emotional intensity to the relationship. You may also be experiencing similar feelings, a quiet anxiety about whether you might lose this person. The Fox card suggests that you've been observing the situation from a distance, feeling the need to maintain space and assess everything with caution, as though you're waiting for clarity in your person's emotions. However, with the presence of the Sun card, it becomes clear that the love between you two remains strong and genuine. You truly care about this person and see them as an important part of your life, even if there are moments of doubt and uncertainty. Although you both matter deeply to one another, there seems to be a certain hesitation coming from your person. Perhaps they see you as someone too ideal, too wonderful, to the point where they're unsure whether they're good enough to deserve you. This could lead them to feel a bit insecure and hesitant to move closer. But these feelings are temporary and may shift with time. Looking into your feelings toward this person, the Moon card appears, revealing that you two may carry worries and doubts about the relationship. Still, this card also reflects the depth of your care and your desire to protect the bond, even when uncertainty and inner questioning arise. You genuinely cherish this relationship. It seems that you've spent a great deal of time reflecting on love and your connection with this person, taking your emotions seriously and facing them with sincerity. The Stars card from the Lenormand deck suggests that you've been engaging in deep contemplation about love and your bond with them. You may have explored your inner world through tarot readings or spent time clarifying your own emotions. You've been thoughtfully navigating these feelings, not only to understand your person better, but also to understand yourself on a deeper level. The Stars card also reveals that you are nurturing this relationship with care and taking it very seriously. You genuinely care and are constantly seeking ways to improve the connection, striving to make things better. This relationship means a great deal to you, and you've poured your heart and energy into it. This is reflected not only in how you care for the relationship itself, but also in how you care for yourself, growing emotionally and becoming more mature through the process. When it comes to your current feelings for this person, the Moon card appears again, but this time it shows that you've already faced your deep emotions and moved beyond any sense of confusion. Your affection for this person is real and heartfelt. These feelings are no longer clouded by doubt or fear, but are rooted in sincerity and depth. Regarding your emotional state, the Ace of Cups emerges, symbolizing that you are filled with love and emotion. You are in a beautiful emotional space, offering abundant love and care. This card may also suggest that you've been receiving love and affection from your person in return, and this exchange has brought you joy and emotional fulfillment. Things are going well, and you can truly feel the warmth and passion flowing between you. Finally, the Anchor card appears, indicating that you have reached a state of emotional stability and grounding. You've found a sense of peace within this relationship and feel more secure about what you share together. The relationship is currently in a steady and harmonious phase, with strong potential to grow even further in the future. In your heart, feelings for this person may have already begun to blossom. But even if that's not the case, it's clear that you're giving special attention to yourself. You've been focusing deeply on your own well-being and the things that surround you, such as your work. Your career might be an important part of your life right now, and you're making steady progress both professionally and emotionally. Still, you haven't neglected this relationship. You continue to nurture it with genuine care, doing everything you can to help it grow in a healthy and meaningful way. This dedication leaves a strong impression on your person. They see how much you've grown, how independent and resilient you've become, and it gives them the sense that you may have moved further ahead, perhaps even out of reach. They may feel that they are no longer as close to you as they once were. Nevertheless, they hold you in high regard. In their eyes, you are someone of great importance. Yet they feel a growing distance between you. There's a fear within them that perhaps you no longer care the way you used to, that your attention has shifted elsewhere, or that you may have lost interest in the relationship. These worries stir up uncertainty and anxiety in them. Still, these concerns do not arise from a lack of love. On the contrary, it is because they love you that they feel this way. Their fears and insecurities are born out of deep affection. They're quietly asking themselves whether they're enough to hold on to you. Their feelings remain sincere and strong, but the thought of losing you weighs heavily on their heart, stirring intense emotions and constant reflection. Because of love, your person may be feeling a sense of inadequacy, as though they're not good enough to deserve you, and as a result, they keep their distance and observe you from afar. They may believe there's nothing more they can do, and that feeling gradually feeds into their growing anxiety. Though they love you deeply and genuinely care, it is this very love that makes them feel insecure and afraid. Yet, the depth of their affection remains powerful, and they continue to hold you close in their heart, not wanting to lose you. Despite these anxious emotions, you still hold the most important place in their life. They feel that they can't be without you, but they're unsure how to express these feelings without making you feel pressured. Their love for you is profound, but it's also laced with fear and uncertainty. As for the future of this relationship, I wanted to explore where this connection might be heading. It's clear that you've invested a great deal into it. You've faced your own emotions head-on and have worked hard to grow as a person. You've spent time in deep self-reflection, possibly overcoming many personal challenges to better understand love and what this relationship truly means to you. Looking ahead, the community card appears, indicating that family and those around you will play an important role in the development of this relationship. Matters involving family ties, social dynamics, or your surrounding community could become key influences. These external factors may help bring greater stability to your connection, but they could also present challenges that both of you will need to navigate together. I will continue to explore more cards to gain further clarity on the future of your bond. Support from your wider circle could strengthen your relationship, but it may also test it. For this love to move forward, it will need to grow strong enough to stand resilient in the face of outside influences. A card from the Lumen deck reveals that your person's emotions are growing significantly stronger. What I'm sensing is that they are in deep need of care, like a child longing for affection and comfort from a parent. It feels as though this inner child is reaching out, arms wide open, seeking to be held, soothed, and reassured by you. I see the image of someone who desperately craves tenderness and warmth from you. However, you seem to be in a state of confusion, unsure of what to do. You've been thinking deeply about the present situation and what lies ahead. You're trying to find a way forward for this relationship, but you feel caught in a difficult position, unsure how to act or what decision will truly resolve the tension. Meanwhile, your person appears unwilling to change or compromise. Their energy is like that of a child throwing a tantrum, insistently demanding your attention. With the appearance of the Four of Pentacles, it becomes clear that they are holding on tightly and refusing to let go. They don't want to give up what they have, and this resistance to change is creating even more confusion for you. It's as though they are crying out for your attention, but instead of clarity, this leaves you feeling trapped and uncertain about your next move. The family issues referenced here can also be interpreted more broadly, as dynamics within the community or even challenges within your respective work environments. If this is about the relationship between the two of you, it may feel a bit intimidating, but in truth, it's not something to be afraid of. Hearing this might make you fear that something overwhelming or negative is about to happen, but I'll look more closely to clarify and understand what's truly unfolding beneath the surface. In reality, there is nothing frightening about what's coming. Instead, I see that you will receive help from someone. A person will appear to support you through this situation. With the appearance of the dog card, I sense that you won't be facing this alone. Someone trustworthy will step in to help you navigate it. So there's no need to worry. What you're dealing with is simply a challenge that requires thought and a solution, not something to fear. With the dog card and the number 1 appearing, it suggests that someone will truly be there for you, a companion who will walk alongside you in finding the right path for this relationship. This person will help you reflect and see things clearly. Their support will guide you towards stability, so you can rest assured that this issue will find its resolution. I will continue to explore what lies ahead. But what's most important right now is for you to know that help is certain to arrive, and things will gradually fall into place. You can trust that stability is on the horizon. As I drew another card to go deeper, the reversed Queen appeared. The energy I feel from this card points to your person seeking more attention. When upright, the Queen often symbolizes fulfillment, beauty, and a magnetic presence. But in reverse, she can reflect a more demanding, slightly selfish side, perhaps someone seeking affection in an overly intense or imbalanced way. Still, at the heart of it, this stems from love. Your person craves your attention. They want to be seen by you. Their behavior may come across as clingy or dramatic, but it's only because their feelings for you run so deeply. I wanted to further understand what will unfold and how your person is truly feeling in this moment. The Four of Cups appeared. This card often points to a moment of realization. I'm drawn to understand what it is they're beginning to realize. The energy of this card seems closely connected to the earlier Four of Pentacles. Because of this, I've decided to pull additional cards from the Lenormand deck to gain deeper insights into what they are awakening to and how this awareness may shift the course of your relationship. I drew the Ring card. The image of the ring suggests a certain kind of bond, or perhaps a strong commitment. Its appearance alongside the lily indicates that although your person may at times seem vulnerable, seeking comfort, affection, or attention from you, this is not something negative. On the contrary, it's a sign that they truly care about you, and it's not something you find difficult to accept. While they may come across as slightly demanding at times, I sense that this is not out of pressure or discomfort, but rather a way of expressing love. Their actions stem from their affection for you, from a desire to be noticed and to feel your love. And because of this, it feels like you're not bothered or burdened by it. In fact, you seem to understand the motivation behind their behavior, recognizing that it's simply a reflection of how deeply they feel. This issue won't turn into anything overly complicated or hard to manage. I sense that a solution will soon present itself. The ring and the lily together suggest that things will be resolved peacefully, with grace and gentleness, free of tension or conflict. I also pulled the Tower card, which might indicate a temporary pause or a brief difficulty in the process of resolution. But ultimately, everything will be all right. In this context, the Tower is not a negative card. It simply points to certain unavoidable moments that need to unfold before clarity and harmony can be fully restored. I will continue to explore further in order to gain more clarity on the solution to this situation. However, one thing is certain, you will receive help from someone and the situation will soon stabilize. Rest assured, everything will be resolved in a positive way. It seems the cards are pointing to the possibility of a heartfelt conversation between you and your person, one where both of you open up honestly. The appearance of the Tower card suggests that while there may be some disruption or changes along the way, facing the truth will ultimately lead to a deeper understanding between you. I sense that your person harbors strong emotions, there's even a touch of possessiveness, and they long for more attention and love from you. This is the true reason behind their behavior, which at times may seem overly demanding or emotionally intense. Yet, the recurring appearance of the Ring card shows that this isn't something negative. Rather, it's a sign that you and your person will be able to discuss and resolve the situation peacefully. You'll have the chance to understand their true emotions, and they will finally express things they've never said before. Once they share these feelings, you'll begin to understand why they've been acting this way, and this revelation will give you a deeper, more compassionate perspective on your relationship. This heartfelt conversation won't bring discomfort. Instead, it will help you understand your person better and uncover the reasons behind their actions. You'll feel more at ease and develop a deeper sense of empathy toward them. Once you grasp why they behave the way they do, it becomes easier to accept and resolve any issues between the two of you. This leads to reconciliation, allowing both of you to make peace with one another more effortlessly. Now, I want to explore what changes might take place after you've come to understand your person's true feelings and everything becomes clear. Will they undergo any transformation once this mutual understanding is established? I will continue drawing cards to delve deeper into this. What I sense is that you will choose to let things flow naturally. You won't try to control the situation or force a particular outcome. Instead, you will acknowledge your person's emotions, but only accept the beauty, the positive aspects of the love they offer. Rather than taking in everything all at once, you'll allow yourself to embrace only the affection and care they express because you understand that this is what drives their actions. When their love manifests in possessiveness, you won't be upset. On the contrary, you'll recognize that it comes from a place of love, and you'll be able to see the motivation behind it. The reversed Four of Cups and reversed Four of Pentacles both indicate that you will come to understand the root of their behavior, and in doing so, feel a sense of relief. You'll realize that feelings like possessiveness or an intense need for attention aren't inherently negative. They're simply expressions of love and concern. Rather than feeling pressured, You'll allow everything to unfold naturally, without forcing yourself to react in any particular way. When the Moon card appears in the position representing your emotions, I sense that you don't feel uneasy. On the contrary, you feel a sense of joy and even delight in experiencing these emotions. Even during moments when your person becomes overly possessive, you won't feel pressured or stressed. Instead, there's a lightness to it, as though you're walking through these phases alongside them. You understand that this is simply a part of love, and you genuinely appreciate the fact that you hold such an important place in their heart. There may be times when you feel slightly anxious, or even a little shocked by the intensity of their emotions or actions. But I don't sense anything truly negative here. Rather than discomfort, this card brings a sense of happiness, and you are genuinely open to receiving these feelings. You are embracing the changes in this relationship with sincerity. Not only do you recognize that the relationship is evolving, but you also sense that these changes are positive and have the potential to bring something refreshing into your life. With this card, I see that you'll feel happy and at ease as things shift. There will be no sense of being forced or overwhelmed. On the contrary, you'll feel joy at the progress and transformation occurring in this connection. You'll recognize this as an important and promising step forward, and you are fully ready to welcome the new experiences that await. This relationship will not be marked by confusion or hardship. There's no need for you to worry or overthink anything. Everything will unfold naturally and beautifully. Moreover, you will receive support from those around you, people who can offer help and guidance if you ever need it. You won't feel alone through this process, because there will always be someone by your side to support and share with you. The relationship between the two of you is progressing in a positive direction, and this shift will bring fresh emotions and new opportunities in the future. Everything will gradually become clearer and fall into a beautiful rhythm. This is a bond that carries the essence of permanence. I sense a deep and enduring connection that has been built over time. It feels as though this relationship is maturing and ripening, bringing happiness to both of you. What I see is like the image of vertical and horizontal threads, an intimate weaving of two lives together. That feeling truly mirrors the image of thread, a connection that cannot be separated. Therefore, I see this as a relationship heading toward an eternal bond. The two of you will cooperate, share, understand, and empathize with each other. In the future, this relationship will continue to grow, and both of you will walk together toward a bright and inseparable future. Though there may be moments of misdirection or misunderstanding, I see that you will face them together and talk through them, creating a shared narrative, one that strengthens your connection and deepens your understanding of each other. The feeling surrounding this relationship is genuinely moving. It's rare that I feel such a powerful emotional current during a reading, but this one is truly special. I am often touched during readings, but today, it feels distinctly different. Now, regarding the emotions between you and your person in this situation, I will first look at your person's feelings. I see the card Open Your Heart to Love appearing, indicating that your person is truly ready to open up and believe in the love between you. They are gradually learning to trust and to place their faith in love, ready to trust you and to believe in this relationship. As for your emotions, the card Embrace the Sunlight appears, and I sense that you are truly happy and feel a deep sense of freedom, as if you've reached a place of clarity and peace within this relationship. You are also filled with trust and the sense that you are stepping into a healthy, radiant connection. Both of you are in a very positive emotional state. You and your person have found safety and stability within each other. There's a sense of harmony and comfort flowing between you. I feel that the two of you will become increasingly connected, opening up to one another and working together to nurture this relationship. There will be a growing sense of mutual understanding and acceptance, which will only deepen the emotional bond between you. I sense that you are stepping into a space as bright and warm as the sun, a deeply uplifting energy. This relationship is moving away from anxiety and uncertainty, gradually settling into stability. However, while looking into this relationship, I also understand that despite the emerging stability, there may still be moments when you feel uneasy, perhaps worried that such peace might not last forever. Even though everything is beginning to feel more grounded, it's natural to acknowledge that no relationship is free from future concerns or potential issues. Life inevitably brings its own challenges, whether we invite them or not. That said, one thing is very clear. You and your person will be able to complement and support each other. I sense that even if challenges or issues arise in this relationship, the two of you will face them together. There may be moments of conflict or disagreement, but these will not damage your connection because both of you are committed to confronting and resolving issues as a team. While tensions may occasionally surface, your mutual understanding and willingness to support one another will help you overcome anything that comes your way. I also see that even when stress or anxiety arises, love and mutual care will guide you through it all. You and your person will always protect each other's hearts and emotions, and that is the key to keeping this relationship strong and growing. The energy surrounding this connection is truly beautiful. This is a deeply powerful and promising relationship, one in which both of you will stand by each other, offering support and love no matter what challenges come your way. This is truly a touching reading. I drew the card The Path, and I believe it holds great significance in this context. The Path appeared again, this time alongside the Dog card. I sense that whenever you face doubt or uncertainty, whenever you feel unsure of what to do, your person will always be there to guide and support you. Even in moments when you feel lost, they will help you find the right direction. What stands out especially about the Path card is that although life may present many crossroads, the road that you and your person walk together will remain clear, and you will feel their unwavering presence and support. This is a relationship grounded in reality, yet it carries an incredibly moving emotional resonance. I see that the two of you will build a life together, facing everything side by side. I also sense that this path you are on will lead to something truly beautiful, and this is very clearly shown in the reading. Now, I want to tune into the message your person wishes to convey to you. I drew the Gift card, which reveals their genuine desire to bring you joy, even through the smallest gestures. They want to make you happy, whether it's through gentle words or simple actions. I sense that a surprise is coming from them, and it's something that will truly uplift your heart. To clarify this further, I continued drawing from the Lenormand deck to uncover more about the gift they wish to offer you. I feel a surprise is indeed on the way, perhaps a meaningful present or an act that will deeply move you. Though your person might still be in the process of thinking it through, I see that their vision has expanded. They're starting to perceive things with greater clarity. I drew the Ring card, a powerful symbol of commitment and solid connection. It seems that your person may have once struggled with self-doubt and negative thoughts about themselves, but now they are regaining confidence and are ready to take action. The Mountain card also appeared. While this card might typically suggest challenges or obstacles, in this reading, it symbolizes a clear and visible path ahead. Your person no longer sees the future as uncertain. They now have a clearer view of what lies ahead and feel ready to move forward. Returning to the gift they want to offer, it could indeed be a ring or something that symbolizes commitment and lasting connection. It might be a physical object such as a piece of jewelry, or something more symbolic like a promise, a planned date, or a special occasion. But whatever form it takes, it carries a strong energy of devotion and unity between you two. I feel that this isn't just any ordinary gift, it's a sign of a long-term and meaningful bond. Your person might bring you something you truly love, or do something that brings you great happiness. The strong feeling I receive from this card is one of commitment and genuine affection. If you're thinking about a serious relationship, this is an incredibly positive sign. Even if marriage isn't currently on your mind, your person still wants to offer you something deeply meaningful, perhaps a heartfelt commitment or a symbolic gesture of love. I sense that this relationship may be moving toward a more serious level, potentially even marriage. When you receive this gift or commitment from your person, it will feel like you're stepping into a new phase of your connection, marking a significant turning point and a positive transformation. I believe this is not an end, but rather the beginning of a longer journey. This relationship will continue to evolve and grow stronger over time. The earlier sense of an eternal bond one felt remains deeply accurate. This connection is not ending here. It is destined to go much further. The Bird card appears, and I sense it heralds a major shift, a next step in your relationship that carries truly positive energy. I believe you can see this as a sign pointing toward a relationship that may lead to marriage. This is a time when both of you will move forward into a new chapter together, where your bond will transform and deepen significantly. At the moment, your person may be watching and reflecting carefully on the situation. They might feel slightly hesitant or not yet ready to act immediately. They need a bit more time to sort things out in their mind, to consider all aspects before taking the next step. However, once they gain clarity and certainty, they will take action decisively and with full commitment. I see that around 3 months from now will be a time when you clearly notice a shift in your person's emotions. You'll realize that they've been thinking about you and the relationship more deeply than you imagined. This realization will come quite soon, and you'll begin to feel the powerful affection they hold for you. It may mark a significant step forward in your connection, bringing both of you closer to a stable and lasting future. I sense that even now, their feelings have already grown much stronger. Yes, right now is the moment. Their emotions are becoming clearer, and they're beginning to truly recognize how much they want to move forward and express what they feel. This sensation is intense at this very moment, and your person is becoming increasingly aware of it. When you come to understand just how deep their feelings really are, you'll feel surprised and overjoyed to discover the depth of their thoughts about you. As for the timing of this realization, I feel you won't have to wait long. It's certainly not going to take 3 months. It may happen within just 3 days. If we consider dates that carry the number 3, such as the 13th, 23rd, or the 30th to 31st, these may be the key moments when you'll notice a significant shift in their emotions. At this moment, your person is already experiencing strong emotions, and they're gradually making the decision to act on and express those feelings. This intensity is not something new. It has been forming for some time and is now ready to surface. In the following 3 months, the relationship is set to take significant steps forward, entering a new phase and reaching a major turning point in the future. Everything is unfolding in a very positive direction, bringing beautiful changes for both of you. I sense that if you're watching this reading, there may be a major development in the relationship during May, June, or August, and you will clearly feel the shift taking place. The energy I receive suggests that a major transformation is likely to occur during this period. However, you may not need to wait that long. It could be within just 3 days that you begin to notice a change in your person's emotions. In fact, within the next 3 to 7 days, you may receive a clear sign of how they truly feel. I also sense that dates involving the number 22 hold special significance, and this may be the moment when you notice a shift or a strong commitment from your person. In addition, if you're looking for specific time markers, dates containing the number 3, such as the 3rd, 13th, or 23rd, could also be key points when you'll observe meaningful progress. All of these numbers suggest that within the next 3 months, you will witness a clear transformation in this relationship, and you'll be entering a new and more powerful phase together. I understand that paying attention to these dates might feel overwhelming at times, but if you're comfortable with using them as markers, this information could be very helpful in preparing your heart for what's to come. However, if you prefer not to focus on the numbers too much, you can simply take this as a reference and follow your own intuition. I sense that your person is currently feeling very strong emotions, but at times, they struggle with confidence. It might be because they see you as someone truly wonderful, and that makes them feel unworthy or afraid of losing you. This insecurity can sometimes cause them to keep a distance or admire you from afar. Still, despite these moments of hesitation, their feelings for you are deep and undeniable. They cherish you deeply and think of you often with sincere affection. Your relationship at this moment is quite balanced, both in terms of work and emotional connection. Your person recognizes how well you're managing both of these important aspects of your life, and that only deepens their admiration for you. This feeling strengthens their emotions, and they will gradually begin to find ways to get closer to you. They may even show small, childlike gestures, seeking care and affection from you. However, this isn't something that will make you feel uncomfortable. On the contrary, you will understand and embrace it with ease and warmth. This brings us to the end of the reading for those who chose Pile 3. I sincerely thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. Today's reading is not only a message from the universe, but also a bridge connecting us, those who are seeking deeper understanding and soulful connection in life. If you felt even the slightest touch to your heart, please leave a comment or share an emoji you love, just to let me know you are here and that the message has found its way to you. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to support me. Your presence and support are a priceless gift, a powerful source of motivation that inspires me to continue bringing you deeper and more meaningful readings. I look forward to seeing you again in the next reading.